couldn't answer the bell. We hurt his hand, right, last year?
Wrist, yeah.
Yeah, I'm like looking at that schedule. There's nothing that really jumps out at it. But that, again, I didn't even know this would be, obviously, him coming out and saying this to reporters as well. You'd think, he might have shown up on Pat's show and said something, but he's saying, like, he was asked a direct question. He goes, yep. That's it.
You didn't hesitate either.
And so at the Ravens.
Yeah, he didn't hesitate. He just kind of said it.
What if that is that week 18 last game of the year where winner moves on, the loser goes home? Could that be it? And then obviously there'd be potential playoff games for him. Because I do believe the Steelers have improved from last year's roster. I really think they have. I liked their draft. I understand everybody's like pointing out they didn't get Mekhi Lemon. I liked their draft. I like that kid Jeremy Bernard.
A lot of people do.
I think he's going to be really Jennings Dunker. And don't you think he and Rodgers are going to get along like thick as thieves? Those two guys.
He's a Steeler,
maybe
through and through. Dunker,
but I think Dunker. I don't know how he and Rodgers are going to get along, but the city of Pittsburgh's going to love the dude, man, for sure.
I kind of like it.
Steelers win total 7.5.
That's. I mean, why? Why would anybody think that?
They've never lost. They've never won less than 8 games.
I'm just telling you what the number is.
Yeah, everybody beat up
What I
Chris.
don't understand. Oh, yeah. So Mike McCarthy comes in, brings a different offensive mindset to this team, and this is the first time that they're going to not have an above 500 record.
They have an old defense.
Okay. I got you.
Okay.
But how about that piece of news right there? Aaron Rodgers flat out saying this is going to be my last year. And, good luck to everybody. What's he going to be like with truly no Fs left to give?
Right. You go pick him in fantasy?
Good question. I don't know.
Situation.
I don't think so.
Hey, everybody, welcome to Before the Growl. Ireland's here, Emma's here, I'm me, and we were just talking about actors and paycheck movies.
And the reason we got into it was because I started watching West Wing, John.
Yeah.
Did the pilot take? Did you like the pilot?
Yeah, I like the pilot. I'm 3 episodes in. I think it at times feels a little dated, but it's to be expected just because
it came out in 1999.
Exactly. It is dated because it's, 25 years ago.
Yes.
But I think I really loved about the pilot is that they held the POTUS back for a long time.
Yeah.
Who it actually was. Obviously, I knew it was going to be Martin Sheen, but they held back, and then when you get the introduction of him, they understand the power of that performance and how they want to use it for the show. Like, it's a brilliantly written pilot.
Yes.
But I do think it's a little saccharine, a little sweet, but I think generally,
that's the way John views politics. He thinks it can be like that.
That'll change a little bit.
Okay.
Like, they'll start kind of going at each other.
Yeah.
Like, has Morris Tolliver, the doctor, shown up yet?
No.
Okay.
I just got through where they season episode 3. They bombed some place in Syria because the guy he had met was killed in that.
That's
yes.
Morris Tolliver. That's
that guy. Okay,
yeah.
that doctor. Okay, yes.
By the way, watch out. Ireland knows every name, every date, everything from that show. I'm not going to give it away. He and Travis very close in the West Wing face-off.
For sure.
John goes
but
super
the
deep.
reason we were talking about it is because we were talking about Bradley Whitford and how the movie he was in, Colleen Hoover movie, just seemed like a paycheck movie that he took, and that's okay with me. I can understand actors getting a paycheck so that they can make better movies.
I think if you were going to try to explain to somebody what a paycheck movie is, and Mace started going down the path they went, I think there is one that is the best. I mean, you can tell 10 seconds in his performance, it's a paycheck movie. Mace, you know where I'm going.
I don't.
Rocky and Bullwinkle, Robert De Niro.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's got some goofy accent.
Yep.
He's playing some German. He might even be playing a Nazi. I can't remember. I watched it for about 10 seconds. I went, Robert De Niro did this?
Yeah, he cashes in. Well, honestly.
Natalie Portman also did a movie called How High, which was just a stoner movie.
Yeah.
That she did for a paycheck.
Yeah.
Would you rather see somebody do a movie that so clearly is them trying to get an Oscar and it not being very good, or them trying to get paid and it not
What's
being
an
very
example of the try and get an Oscar, even though it's not very good?
Nuremberg that came out last year.
Oh, right.
All those guys that were in Nuremberg.
Crowe,
There's there was another movie that came out last year. There's a million of them.
Yeah, lots of them that are like angling and politicking and trying to get an Oscar nomination.
And it's not a very good movie.
It's cloying and it's awful. And
there's a movie called Lee starring Kate Winslet that came out a couple years ago. That is Kate Winslet trying to get another Oscar and not a very good movie.
Oscar begging. Yeah. It's embarrassing. Yeah. But Paycheck movie, I don't have to watch. The others, because I follow it, chances are, like I saw Nuremberg. I actually liked Nuremberg. I thought it was pretty good.
It's fine. It's a dad movie.
It's Lisa Ireland's least favorite word.
Fine.
If you say fine, you might as well be saying it sucks.
Yeah. There's a movie coming out called I can't remember. It's like Pathways or something. Whatever. It's stars Brendan Fraser and Andrew Scott.
Oh, I've seen this. Yeah,
and it's about the weather on D-Day.
Yeah,
a weatherman trying to figure out what day they can do D-Day.
Sounds like a reach.
That is a dad movie to its core.
Yeah.
A World War II movie with big emotional moments about the weather.
Yeah.
And so that's
weather's big,
dad.
though. I'll tell you what. I remember Christopher McDonald, who a great actor. I always envy him because in the movie The Perfect Storm, did you ever see The Perfect Storm?
Haven't, but I know about it. Yeah.
He was a weather forecaster, and he got to say, this is happening and low pressure here. It is the perfect storm. He got the title of the movie. Wow. Very, very cool.
But yeah, I don't think I'm going to see that movie with Brendan Fraser and Andrew Scott, even though I like both of them.
And I probably will.
Yeah. And you might enjoy yourself.
Yeah,
and I'm happy for you to enjoy yourself.
I might. It's better than some of the stuff out there.
For sure.
Better than
the Cavs last night, I'll tell you that.
Oh, God.
Well, I can't wait to talk about that.
Yeah, we are going to have fun talking about that.
Somebody, I'm just looking at, yesterday we were talking about why would anyone watch Gina Carano fight Ronda Rousey for 17 seconds. The numbers are in. 12.4 million people watched it. To compare that to something, Jake Paul, Anthony Joshua, 33 million.
Okay.
Jake Paul, Mike Tyson, 108 million.
Jake Paul,
Mike Tyson was the number one event in 78 countries and top 10 in 91 countries during that week.
And do you know what Netflix is going to take from that? Don't put women on. That's what they're going to take from it. Because the women
don't put anybody on.
Well, they put another fight.
I can tell you, Netflix is going to think that.
Katie Taylor versus Amanda Serrano.
We got to go.
Okay, we got to go. By the way, I don't believe any of Netflix's numbers. Coming up next for you is Mason and Ireland. We're on the radio, we're on the app, and we're on the YouTube. Stick with us.
With our promo code 710 at urgentcarekit.com/710. Promo code is 710 at urgentcarekit.com/710.
Smalls here. What if you could enjoy the flavor of a cocktail without the alcohol? Meet RK Zero Proof, a pioneer in the alcohol-free spirits category that delivers bold taste and a warming sensation, but with zero alcohol, zero sugar, zero carbs, and zero calories. So you can celebrate with friends, unwind after a long day, and wake up tomorrow feeling great. It's all the ritual of a drink without the regret. Discover RK at rkbeverages.com. That's ARKAY beverages.com. RK, the spirit without the alcohol.
The NFL schedule dropped, and it's time to settle up. There's road trips to plan, hotels to book, tickets to split, tailgates to cover, and scores to settle. All the things for the season. But now, when you send $10 or more to a friend with PayPal by May 28th, you can win 2 tickets to every home game of your favorite team. Yep, the entire season. Visit paypal.com/P2P sweeps. No purchase is necessary. See websites for details, including how to enter by mail. Brought to you by PayPal, official peer-to-peer payment sponsor of the NFL.
The home of USC football, and now the home of The Rich Eisen Show. Weekdays 9 a.m. to noon, KSPN Los Angeles, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
Los Angeles Sports.
And it is the biggest show on the radio. Mason and Ireland is on for your Wednesday afternoon.
Mason, Ireland, best show on the radio.
Here we go, Wednesday, the 20th of May, 2026. The biggest show on the radio, the Hall of Famers, the institution. Or as Mace likes to say, we should be an institution. Mason and Ireland is on.
Beef Stew's coming back soon, I think.
Yeah. Steve Mason, Johnny I. Well, Dodgers get the win last night against the Padres.
On the 9th pitch, Pages slams one to right center field. Tatis back, makes the catch. Here comes Cole. Here's the throw. Relay to the plate. Not in time. Dodgers take the lead.
Game 3 tonight in San Diego, home of Lee Hacksaw Hamilton.
Dipsy-doo between the legs.
You tell me, Escondido.
That'll be tonight. Plus the Cavs last night against the Knicks. We'll get ready for Game 2 of the Western Conference Finals, which you'll hear tonight right here on ESPN LA.
Yeah.
Plus, Momo's going to drop by Ramona Shelburne to tell us about her story on Wemby and the Monks.
What if I told you?
Again, as I said yesterday, Momo and the Monks, man, they must have been overwhelmed by all the talking. All of that, plus producer Emily's here, producer Brian Cohen, the social team in the back, and you.
So with that said, let's get this going.
I'm talking purple and gold.
What they call me is a cornhole savant.
Let's do it. The biggest show on the radio, Mason and Ireland. The old Wednesday afternoon right now.
Good afternoon.
So we could go any number of places to start today.
But what a great sports night.
It was so good.
The Knicks-Cavs game. Did you bail out the
No,
Knicks-Cavs?
I didn't.
I didn't
Because
either.
I had it on another screen. I had both screens going.
Hung in for the whole time, and we'll get into that.
I did think it was over.
Yeah, we'll get into that in a second. And then I flipped over to the Dodger game right when it was 4-3.
Yep.
And literally 30 seconds after I flipped onto it, Freeman hit his second home run to tie the game at 4. And this felt like a playoff game to me.
Yeah.
Why did they bring Mason Miller into a tie game? Normally managers don't do that.
They will use their closer in that situation.
Because the Dodgers don't.
The Dodgers used their closer in the 7th inning.
They don't have their closer.
Right, but Tanner Scott has been their closer. They brought him in the right spot, a high leverage moment. That's when Dave elected to deploy Tanner Scott. I thought it was a fantastic move. He got the last out of the 7th. He pitched the 8th. He got the win. Then Will Klein gets the save.
I have several questions about this game. All right, so number one, Tanner Scott had pitched 1.5 innings and looked great.
Yep.
Why not bring him out to pitch the 9th? I know Will Klein was great.
Why burn him for tomorrow? Why burn him for the next day?
Because you got to win the game in front of you.
Like, for example, Mason Miller is probably not available tonight. He threw 22 pitches in Game 1, 22 pitches in Game 2. He's probably off tonight. You can burn a pitcher. I mean, depending on how many pitches, you already gave him an up and down from the 7th to the 8th. I don't think you want to give him an up and down from the 8th to the 9th. I just thought he looked
pretty unhittable. And that this is obviously a game for first place in the division against your rival.
Yep.
And then the other question I have for you is, I guess I'm going to have to adjust my old school way of thinking.
Okay.
8th inning.
Yep.
Shohei leads off with a double.
Yep.
Okay. Runner on second. Nobody out. Isn't all that matters in that situation get that guy home?
Yeah, but you got 3 cracks at it. He's in scoring
so
position. You would bunt him to third?
No, the first guy got him to third.
Yeah.
Hit like a fly ball to the outfield, and that got him to third. And then so you had 2 crackers, but I would have tried to squeeze there.
Oh, yeah.
With Shohei, he's your fastest runner.
Yeah. No, I mean.
So he doesn't score. They screwed that up. Then you go to the 9th, and the situation repeats itself.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, how cool is it now that Max Muncy, we thought he struck out.
Yeah.
And he taps his helmet, and Joe Davis yells, ball 4.
He's good at that, yeah.
Okay, so then Muncy goes on first. They wisely bring in Alex Call to run for him.
Yep.
And Alex Call basically gets picked off.
Yeah, he absolutely was picked off.
And then Mason Miller threw the ball into right field.
Yep.
And Brandon Call just kept going. Just touch second, just kept going to third. So now you've got a runner on third. Again, was there 1 out or no outs?
I think there were.
I think there was one out.
One out. Andy Pajes was at the plate.
Yeah, and that to me, Mace.
Yeah.
That Andy Pajes at bat was one of the greatest at bats I've ever seen.
It was a monster at bat.
He fouled off. Mason Miller, just so you guys know, is the number 1 pitcher in baseball. He throws 102 miles an hour, and Pajes fouled off 6 consecutive pitches until he got one he could drive. Then he drives it to right. Great throw by Tatis. Great slide by Alex Call that if he doesn't toe tap the plate, very much like Will Smith last year in Toronto when he toe tapped.
Game 7,
he's out.
Yep.
And he scores, and then Will Klein comes in and shuts the door. And on the heels of the basketball game, which was unbelievable, that was about as fun of an hour of sports TV as you're going to get.
That was a great game for the Dodgers last night. And I think you're starting to see the depth of the Dodgers. the depth of them. They're missing now. Tyler Glasnow's gone a month. Blake Snell maybe gone till August. We're going to see Eric Lauer in the rotation. They have so much depth in the rotation.
Jack Dryer's on the injured list.
But the bullpen's been locked down great, and we don't even have Edwin Diaz yet.
I think it's 22 scoreless innings in a row.
Yeah. Andy Pages is an all-star this year. I think he leads the National League in RBIs, if I'm not mistaken. He's got, I think, 44 RBIs now. I mean, through 2.5 months. Can you believe that's the same guy who was like 1 for 100 in the postseason last year?
Yeah, his average has come down. He's under 300 now, but he's still hitting like 294. And as you said, he's great in clutch situations. And that's as good of an RBI as he'll ever get.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was huge.
I mean, Miller had basically mowed through the Dodgers the night before.
Yep.
He was mowing through him in this game. And then all of a sudden, Paez gets this crazy at bat where he just keeps fouling him off and fouling him off and fouling him off. And if I'm Mason Miller, I would just be so pissed.
Oh yeah,
I mean, I keep throwing this
spoiling
guy my
pitch
best
after
stuff,
pitch,
and all he's doing is, I don't like it, throw me another one.
Yep,
I don't like it, throw me another one. Then he gets the one he can drive. And I was glad, you talked about how Dino Ebel the night before had hesitated to send a guy with the game on the line.
Yes.
And this time he didn't hesitate. And that's why you do it.
Oh, sure.
Make them make a perfect throw. And he almost did.
Yeah.
It was a
great
really good throw.
Yeah.
I think if he doesn't one-hop it, Call's out.
Yep.
But he one-hopped it, and Call made it. And then Will Klein came in and closed in the ninth. And Freddie Freeman's second home run, that was basically a golf shot. That thing was at his ankles. He just went down and got it.
He did. He dug it out. And Freddie Freeman, by the way, apparently was sick yesterday, too. Was under the weather.
And he had 2 home runs.
Had a temperature of, I don't know, whatever. And wound up having a great night, 2 home runs. And he looks like he's coming around as well. A little power stroke from Freddie. He's not hit a bunch of home runs. By the way, Fernando Tatis I think he still doesn't have a home run.
Is that he does not?
Oh, did you see him kind of push Teo? So on second base, Teo was second base. He was doing the whole, their celebration. They're doing this. Tatis pushes him in his chest. And
Why
Teo,
was Tatis on the infield?
He's playing second base, I think.
Yeah, he's playing second base.
He's playing right field.
He was right next to that base, so I don't know why.
Maybe he had run in or something. You never know.
Yeah.
But he's the one who threw that highlight you just called. With Alex Collins being thrown out. He was in right
but
field.
But it was him.
Maybe
that
earlier
pushed
in the
him.
game he was at second base. He used to be a shortstop.
Yep.
Yeah, you're right, Mace. He has 0 home runs. Is there any way, he was suspended for PEDs.
Yep.
Is there any other conclusion you can logically draw than the PEDs without him, he's not the same guy?
Nope. I agree 100%.
And everybody says, you have no evidence. Well, don't I have evidence?
Look at your game log, Mr. Tatis.
Look at him before he got caught for PEDs when he had tons of power. And look at him now.
Yep.
0 home runs.
Yep. I think you can totally
this
lay
is
that
Brady
at his
Anderson
feet.
all over
it
again.
is.
He did play
absolutely.
second base yesterday.
Yeah.
It's on their lineup.
I thought he might have. Yeah. Yeah. So that was a relay throw.
They must have moved him in the outfield.
Yeah.
Oh.
It could have been a relay throw.
I don't think so.
Yeah. In any event, I thought just one of the best Dodger games of the year. And they've got a half-game lead on the Padres now for what it's worth.
And then tonight they go at it again an hour earlier tonight.
Yeah.
Which is great for me because I've got an 8:40 flight. I'm going to be able to watch both Wemby and the Dodgers and then get on the plane.
Shohei pitching tonight?
Yes.
And hitting.
Really?
And hitting.
Why?
Because they never guaranteed that they were going to do it every single game.
Good.
They're just
maybe they heard me.
A break here and there.
Maybe it's squeaky wheel gets the squeaky wheel gets the grease.
Yeah,
Brian.
yeah. So we get to see Shohei pitch and hit tonight. And of course also oh man. Tonight you got to choose between Wemby and Shohei. Wemby, Shohei.
Yeah, I'm going to be at the airport when that's going down. Well, I can watch the first half in the first few innings at home, and then when I get to the airport, I've got iPad and phone both going.
Nice. Let me just throw something out there, and we're going to get to the Knicks last night coming back from 22 down. I wanted to mention this. So I'm going to go to next week. I'm on vacation. I was offered a chance to go on that JSX plane. Do you know the JSX plane?
I don't know what
Flies
it is.
out of Santa Monica. It's a semi-private plane.
Okay.
And
are you going to do it?
No. You know why? It has propellers. I do not want to fly in a plane that has
where
propellers.
Would you be going?
Going to Phoenix.
Oh, that's nothing.
I know, but propellers. I feel like propellers is a bad move.
You realize that most of the free world has flown on a plane with propellers.
I do, but that's like old school. Now we've got jet engines. This thing doesn't even have a jet engine. Would you be intimidated to fly in a plane that had propellers and not a jet engine?
I have before.
Yeah?
I've flown in one when I did like a little puddle hopper from like North Carolina, like Charlotte to Hilton Head.
Right.
And that was my first ever time flying, and it was fine.
Were you were nervous? Bri, what about you? Propellers.
Yeah, I would.
It feels
second guess that.
It feels
one.
like
Yes.
Snoopy and the Red Baron.
I flew from New Orleans to L.A. on a propeller plane.
On a propeller plane?
It took a lot longer.
Yeah.
That was remember when I put my foot in my mouth like 20 years ago?
Yes.
And I said, if the Lakers lose, I was talking to Dave Miller on the pregame show. I said, if the Lakers lose this game, I think I'd walk home.
Yep.
And so they lost.
Yep.
And we made a big bid out of it. And I had an Autism Speaks walk. I ended up raising like 35 grand for Autism Speaks. It worked out really well. But of course, the day of the walk, Saturday morning, 7 a.m., Lakers had an 8:30 p.m. tip the night before in New Orleans.
Oh.
And a 5 o'clock tip Sunday in New Orleans. So I was dead, and Roger Williams, a super cool Lakers season ticket holder, goes, I'm going down there for the game. You can take my plane back. And so it was me and the pilot.
Yeah.
On a prop plane. And we had to stop in Phoenix.
It was a PJ, officially a PJ.
But a prop plane.
Oh, but a prop plane.
I literally, and it only seated maybe 6-8 people.
Was it a biplane or just one set of wings?
No, one set of wings.
One set of wings. It wasn't like an old fighter.
With the two propellers on the side.
Oh, God.
And so because it was just the pilot and me, I worked the game, and I had to do the walk in the morning.
Yep.
So I literally slept in the aisle for about 3 hours. I just laid down in the aisle, and then I got to be co-pilot for the next 3 hours, and it was really fun.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
That's cool.
I wouldn't hesitate to get on one of
I'm not getting
Let
on
me
a
ask you
propeller
this.
plane.
Did you look into costs for that?
Yes.
How expensive? Do you mind me asking that?
Yeah, I do. No, I don't mind. It's about $300 to fly regular and $600 to fly JSX.
Right. Not terrible.
Yeah, but still, it's got propellers. Like I would do it for the experience, but it's got propellers.
So this is when I would use that.
Yeah.
Like tonight I'm going to Spokane.
Yeah.
That's where I fly into when I go to Idaho, and I'll do the show from there tomorrow. If we want to take our dog, I would look into that.
Oh, that's a good idea.
That thing, because I don't want my dog in a crate underneath the
No,
plane.
no.
You know?
No, definitely never. Do people still do that? Put their dog in?
Well, my dog's too big to carry on the plane.
Right. I
think.
see them like
Your dog
sitting,
you probably could carry on the plane.
I could carry on the plane, but I see them sitting like on seats now. But people,
Well, those are people that
that
get
means
the
somebody bought a ticket.
or they got them to be service dogs.
Service dogs, yeah.
People do that all the time.
My dogs are service dogs.
And then do you like what Lisa's friends do, and I have issues with this too. They drug the dog.
Oh no.
I would feel uncomfortable drugging.
Yeah.
So the dog's calm.
Yeah, no. I would not
you ever
do that.
taken Copper on a flight?
No, she wouldn't be able to sit still.
Yeah,
Right.
see, my dogs would not handle it well. I used to travel around the country with Hollis, my dog Hollis. He fit into a bag that fit under the seat in front of me, and he flew like that. But I would never put my dogs underneath. Anyway, propellers, be careful. Coming up next for you, incredible game last night.
How about these two openers for the conference finals?
First time ever, 2 overtime games to start the conference finals. We will get to that, plus Wemby tonight. Coming up next for you, Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
And it is the 15-minute mark right here on 710 ESPN. On the all-new ESPN LA app and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
The 15-minute mark on 710. Fueled by Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
You know, in that time it took to hear your favorite takes and all that fun and frivolity, you could be pulling out with a fresh oil change. No waiting, no appointment, just in and out in about 15 minutes. Bam! So you've got more time for what matters. Visit SoCalOilChange.com.
In just 15 minutes, you can boost your vehicle's performance and save money while doing it. Visit SoCalOilChange.com now for value pack coupons and keep your car and your wallet running strong.
The 15-minute mark on 710, made possible by Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
Hey guys, the regular season is wrapped and the NBA playoffs are finally here, and there's no better way to cash in on the high-flying hoops action than Prize Picks, a preferred partner of the NBA. Every bucket, every dime, and every win means more when you're playing on Prize Picks. So don't pass up your next shot with Prize Picks and get $50 instantly in lineups when you play your first $5. And right now, It's the Do It Live 2026 NBA Finals Sweepstakes. Pick live squares during NBA playoff games, and you can win a trip for two to the NBA Finals. To enter, you just make a $5 lineup with at least one live NBA player pick during any part of the 2026 NBA playoffs. Live player picks are picks made after a game is already in progress. So do this. Download the Prize Picks app today and use the code CAPPY, K-A-P-P-Y, to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code CAPPY, K-A-P-P-Y, to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, a preferred partner of the NBA.
Collectors, Front Row Card Show is back at the Pasadena Convention Center, May 23rd and 24th. Biggest show ever! Baseball, football, basketball, and hockey cards, plus Pokemon, Marvel, Star Wars, and comic books. CSA, CGC, and JSA will be there. So bring your cards, comics, and autographs to sell, trade, or get them graded. 770 tables. Thousands of dollars in free prizes. Don't miss it! Front Row Card Show, Pasadena Convention Center, Saturday and Sunday, May 23rd and 24th, 11 to 5. For more info, go to frontrowcardshow.com. That's frontrowcardshow.com.
John Ireland here, and when it comes to vodka, I like a winner, and Blue Ice Vodka delivers. America's largest potato vodka. Double gold rated, just 64 calories an ounce, and made from Idaho potatoes. Clean, smooth, no additives. Blue Ice Vodka. Vodka with standards.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. Next time you're at my home away from home, LAX, look up. You'll see the future of travel in action. It's the all-electric Skylink train. It's now testing, and trust me, this is a game changer. What does it take to build a champion? It takes round-the-clock preparation. And soon, Skylink will connect you to the airport terminals, the new rental car center, and LA Metro. From practice to prime time, the LAX Skylink. Fast, free, and built for LA. In testing now to help you skip the traffic later.
Switching to Progressive is a game-winning call. And that reminds us of other game-winning calls in the history of sports.
So it was the fourth quarter and we're down by 5. Sweat pouring down my face. Suddenly it hit me. If only I could wrap part of the towel around my forehead. And that's how I became the first basketball player to wear a headband.
Okay, not really a game-winning call, but it was a good call. You can make one too. Switch to Progressive and you could save hundreds. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states.
The NFL schedule dropped, and it is time to settle up, people. There's road trips to plan, hotels to book, tickets to split, tailgates to cover, scores to settle. All the things for the season. But now, when you send $10 or more to a friend with PayPal by May 28th, you could win 2 tickets to every home game of your favorite team. Yep, the whole season. Visit paypal.com/P2P sweeps. No purchase necessary. See website for details, including how to enter by mail. Brought to you by PayPal, official peer-to-peer payment sponsor of the NFL.
The OGs of LA Sports Radio.
So that's why I deliver. Red light player. When the red light goes on, look out, I'm on it.
That's Steve Mason and John Ireland.
That's what they say is you're a red light
player.
Especially in Amsterdam.
Oh, yeah. No, I never played there.
Mason and Ireland. Right now.
Hey, guess whose birthday today? She is 80 years old, John. Cher. We're playing some Cher there. If you can turn back time. What best Cher song?
This is probably her biggest solo hit.
Yeah.
Half Breed, when she was with Sonny, was a pretty good hit. You probably couldn't play that in 2026.
Yeah. Believe, I think, is her biggest song. If you believe in love.
Yeah.
And she's an Oscar winner.
And an Oscar winner for Moonstruck. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Snap
movie. Out of it.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, come hang out with the Mason and Ireland show featuring Beto Duran and Marcus Grant next Thursday from noon to 3 at Chino City Hall for the Oral Hershiser Chevrolet grand opening celebration. Join Dodgers legend Oral Hershiser, special guests, community leaders, and more for an exciting afternoon celebrating Chino's newest dealership, all thanks to Hershiser Chevrolet. So we witnessed an unbelievable Game 1 of the Western Conference Finals. Now, last night, we saw an unbelievably improbable comeback by the New York Knicks in an incredible comeback, finishing on a 44-11 run.
44-11.
Stupid, right? That's just stupid. I did think they were dead. I did think they were dead. I had the game on, but you had to think they were dead.
Of course. And by the way, so Kenny Atkinson has a great reputation. Apparently he's like a great guy and a good coach.
Yeah, come on.
This was I think I sent it to you guys during the game.
Mm-hmm.
This was coaching malpractice.
Yep.
He let James Harden guard Jalen Brunson for 11 fourth-quarter possessions.
And over again.
And like somebody said on Get Up this morning, 10 years ago, you wouldn't let James Harden guard Jalen Brunson.
Right.
What was he doing? What was he thinking? And here's the thing that I'm afraid of. And again, Atkinson's got a good reputation, and coaches really like him.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think he's ever getting another head coaching job because of what he did last night, and here's why. It was his Sam Mitchell moment. Okay, Sam Mitchell was the coach of the Toronto Raptors when Kobe Bryant scored 81 points. And I've interviewed over the years probably 5 guys on that team, including Jalen Rose, Mike James, bunch of guys. And they were begging Sam to double and triple Kobe. Try anything to get the ball out of his hands. And Sam said, nope. He'll just
let Kobe beat us.
Yeah. And
make somebody else beat us.
And he never got another job after he I think had won Coach of the Year, and then he did that, and then he was an assistant coach for the rest of his life.
Yep.
As I was watching that in real time, I said, why isn't Kenny Atkinson calling timeout? And then, like, they went on a 9-0 run.
Yep.
Then it was 15-0, and then it was 18-1, and then it was 22-1, and then I'm like, is he out of timeouts?
Stop the bleeding.
And they asked him about this after the game, and listen to what he says.
Yeah, I like to hold my timeouts. I mean, I didn't want to get one timeout at the end of the game, 1 or 2 point game. I try to hold them,
So, John,
right.
you know this.
Okay, here's the thing that apparently Kenny Atkinson didn't understand.
Right.
That when the clock hits 3 minutes in the NBA, no matter how many timeouts you have, you're cut down to 2.
Yes.
The other 2 he had 4 timeouts, or use it or lose it.
Yeah.
And he still wouldn't use it. So his answer to that question makes 0 sense. He was going to have 2 timeouts at the end of the game regardless.
Yes.
Even if he would have called those timeouts. And he still didn't do it. So he wouldn't change the defender on Brunson.
Yep.
He wouldn't use timeouts that were use it or lose it timeouts. That was coaching malpractice.
Yeah, and by the way, he's got a team that just finished up a back-to-back 7-game series. And I think you get to the end of that game, you're talking about fatigue. Get those guys a blow, change the direction of the game, and stop the momentum.
Get Harden out of the game. He wasn't giving you anything offensively, so it wouldn't have hurt you to take him out of the game.
Yeah.
I also will say it's not always. I think that his logic, even if what he was saying was true, that the 3-minute rule or 2-minute rule wasn't what you just explained, your most important part of your game might not be in the final 2 minutes. It might be right now.
Right.
I think sometimes like coaches overthink it, say, I want to hold on to these because at the end of the game. But the most important part of your game, the game-changing part, might not be in the final 2 minutes. It might be right now. So you got to stop the bleeding here.
As soon as Jalen Brunson hit 2-3 shots in a row, I'm making somebody else beat me.
Oh, yeah.
I'm putting my best defender on Jalen Brunson, maybe double or triple, making him get the ball out of his hands. And he hit 7 shots in the fourth quarter?
Yes.
I think he was 7 of 9.
Yeah.
And in the game, 9 out of 11 when Harden was guarding
And Harden was the primary defender. What
he should be ashamed of himself. If you go back and look at the highlights of or lowlights of his defense, of Jalen Brunson just blowing by him, he should be ashamed. He did not give a single ounce of effort on defense. And I feel like that's what people say about the Lakers all the time.
Okay. Is it his fault? Is it James Harden's fault? Or is it Kenny Atkinson for allowing it to happen? Why would you put James Harden on Jalen Brunson?
Yeah,
why?
It doesn't make any sense.
He can't guard people.
He never could guard people. He's never been a good defender.
And Brunson
now
is the head of the snake for the Knicks. The Knicks haven't lost a game in a month. The only way they were going to come back was if Jalen Brunson went nuclear, and you let him go nuclear.
Yeah, Mr. Clutch, man. He was unbelievable last night.
And I know what everybody's spinning, and they're saying it's just one game, game.
Yeah.
It's not just one game.
I think that series is over.
I do, too.
I think it's over. I don't think you bounce back from blowing a 22-point lead on the road.
In the final 7 minutes.
Yeah. No, I just think there are losses. Now, okay, I thought about this. I thought about you last night after the game. So would you rather lose by 22 or blow a 22-point lead and lose?
I would rather lose the way they lost because I had a chance. As a matter of fact, when Sam Merrill took that 3 at the end of regulation that would have won the game, I want you to, this is how close the game. Mike Breen's signature call is he yells, bang.
Bang!
He started, this ball was so in and out, it was down in the rim. Listen carefully here, and you'll hear Mike Breen go, back, and he'll pull it back. Listen.
Merrill, three-pointer, in and out. That one halfway down.
In and out. He was ready to yell bang.
Oh, that is so funny.
And it went in and out. He couldn't believe it went in and out.
Yep.
And, to me, that's when you know it's your night.
Right.
And then in overtime, the Knicks just blitzed
So let me reposition this question. So
you would rather have been blown out by, if you were the Cavs, you rather would have been blown out by 30 than lose by that way?
Yes, lose that way. Blow a 22-point lead. To me, that took honestly, that's a dagger.
Right.
Blowing a 22-point lead on the road when there's just 7 minutes left or whatever it was. To me, had they just gotten blown out by 22, I would not say the series is over. But because they lost the way they did, I think they're done.
Michael agrees with you.
Yeah.
He always says he'd much rather get blown out than lose a close game. The reason that I'd rather have a close game is after the game, I can say to my team, guys, they didn't beat us. We beat us. We lost that game. They didn't win it. Just go back to doing what you were doing in the first 3 quarters, and we got a real chance here because we know we can play with them. They went up by 22. If you're never up by 22, if from the get-go the Knicks just run you out of the building,
that to me doesn't hit your psyche the way blowing a 22.
Well,
I will say, John, would you support it if Jalen Brunson went over and shook the hands of Donovan Mitchell with 22 when they were down by 22 points? With 8 minutes left in the game?
They were down by
the series wasn't over.
Yeah, and by the way, the Wolves were down by 35.
I know, but it's still...
And it was the end of the series.
I feel like it's a similar situation, and I think it's still crappy what Anthony Edwards did to his team and giving up on his team then.
Yeah. What about you? 22-point loss or blow a 22-point lead? Which is better?
22-point loss.
Yes. BC?
22-point loss.
Yeah. See, to me,
it's like Michael's team.
To me, it's just they tore their hearts out in that game. And tonight, man, Wemby. By the way, Wemby's...
It's kind of must-see TV, isn't it?
Ramona wrote an incredible article about Wemby. She's going to come by here in a little while. But, him working with Shaolin monks and vow of silence and dribbling up the side of a mountain and all that stuff. You know how good the article was, John? I read the whole thing.
I don't believe you.
I read the entire thing.
I don't believe you.
Yeah, I did.
I'm going to give you a quiz on the article to see how closely you read it.
Quiz away. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
All right, the Lakers and Toyota celebrated 50 years of their partnership this year. They started working together in 1976, but just because the Lakers season is over doesn't mean the sales are over at Toyota. Right now, at your Southern California Toyota dealers, everything is on sale. The RAV4, the Sequoia, the Grand Highlander, the Tundra, the Tacoma, the Camry, all of them. Every Toyota vehicle. Dealer inventory may vary. So you can do this one of two ways. You can go to Toyota.com and build your car out there, or just pop into your Southern California Toyota dealer, and they'll find you the car you're looking for. It's all part of 50 years of teamwork, innovation, and going places together. We make it easy. Toyota. Let's go places.
ESPN LA may sound one way on AM.
But you know where it sounds best?
You guessed it, crystal clear digital audio.
Crystal clear digital audio on the all-new ESPN LA app.
Just search ESPN LA wherever you get your apps.
And you can always watch LA's mega sports station live or on demand on our YouTube channel at ESPN Los Angeles.
Hey, Ty Pennington here, back teaming up with Pechanga Resort Casino to give away another brand new house. Imagine yourself in an amazing, fully furnished, multi-million-dollar home in beautiful Orange County. All you need to do is play your favorite slots or table games at Pechanga Resort Casino. It's that easy. Visit Pechanga every Saturday to activate your entries for a chance to win a lucky key to the May 30th grand finale. I'll see you there.
Memorial Day weekend checklist, sunscreen, check. Snacks, check. Road trip playlist, check. Now,
When's the last time you checked your oil? Before you hit the road, head to Valvoline Instant Oil Change for a fast 15-minute stay-in-your-car oil change, and no appointment is ever needed. Plus, they'll check your fluids, battery, wipers, and more, so you can worry less about your car and focus more on the weekend ahead. Visit SoCalOilChange.com for a special offer and your nearest location. Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Quick, easy, and road trip approved.
All right, guys, real talk. Are you a crust lover or one of those crust leavers? Because I got to tell you, Pizza Hut's new crispy parm pan pizza is next level. It's the original pan crust you already love, but now they've baked Parmesan cheese right onto the edge. I'm talking crispy, golden, cheesy crunch with that soft, fluffy inside. Grab a medium, one-topping crispy parm pan for just $11.99 or go large for $3 more. Order now at pizzahut.com or on the Pizza Hut app. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Limited time offer. Additional charges for extra cheese, toppings, and recipes.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play.
Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Evan Cohen here. In life, as in sports, the pros make it look easy. That's why pro golfers like Jason Day, Ben Griffin, and Patton Kazire trust the pros in lawn care. True Green. They have the experience and expertise to give you a lawn worthy of the PGA Tour. And since True Green does the work for you, you get more free time, or more tee times. So stop stressing over your lawn and start loving it. Sign up now at TrueGreen.com because nobody makes it easier to get a golf course quality lawn than True Green, the official lawn care treatment provider of the PGA Tour.
Mason and Ireland on 710.
Ultimately, Mason's a negative guy, man. You just got to take it like that.
The biggest show on the radio.
Hey, by the way, I'm not a negative guy. I'm really a positive guy, just to be clear.
Doesn't sound like it to me. Yeah.
Steve Mason and John Ireland right now.
Great news breaking. Great news right now. There's some sir. 80 years from Aaron Rodgers. This season will be his last.
Believe it when I see it.
His last season. Em, are you excited? You're a Steelers fan. Are you excited this will be it for Aaron?
No.
No?
I'm excited for him to be gone eventually.
Yeah.
The Steelers are going to be too good to get a good pick in the draft.
Right.
They're going to be in the same stupid spot.
You think 9-8? Are they going to continue their tradition of being a game over 500?
9-8, 10-7. They're going to make the playoffs. They're going to lose in the first round. They'll never have a chance. Aaron Rodgers will look stupid and bad. He'll say something stupid and bad. And then he'll walk off in a stadium that doesn't care about him. A stadium and a people that don't give a you-know-what about him at all.
Well, let me ask you this as a Steelers fan. If Aaron Rodgers retired today, who would you want to play quarterback?
I want them to suck so badly that they can actually pick in a high draft pick.
So you're rooting against your own team this year?
Yes,
you're rooting
okay.
for a tank job.
That's what a lot of people have to do in order to get good eventually.
Yeah.
The Raiders, you guys tanked, and you got
but I don't know if Fernando Mendoza is the guy. I mean, we'll find out. I mean, they earned the right to take him.
He was the best guy on the board.
Yeah,
but John,
I don't
the
know
Steelers have been in the worst place possible for the past since Ben Roethlisberger's been gone. You're good enough to make the playoffs, but you're not good enough to make a run. So you never pick high enough, and you never have a chance to win the Super Bowl. You have games occasionally that are exciting, but I have never, since Big Ben left, I have not believed the Steelers could win a playoff game. And so I get there every year and just get defeated because you get your butt beat really badly in the playoff games.
Okay, so
I am in the worst possible spot.
So there's a very rosy view of what's coming up for the Steelers this year.
He sucks.
So, John, I thought we'd play a game because you're really good at this, and we'll get to the.
I want to look.
Tonight's
I want to
Western
look
Conference
something up here.
Finals game one. Game
When Ben Roethlisberger was the 11th overall pick,
yes,
they could pick around there.
Yeah, they could. That's right.
Right.
They have to. They can't make the playoffs. They have to not make the playoffs in order to pick that high.
This is going to be a quarterback draft, by the way.
Yes,
a big
a deeper
quarterback draft.
playoff draft or quarterback draft, and they have to not make the playoffs.
Yeah.
All right.
So,
what's your
okay?
game?
So it's never too early, I guess, or too late to talk NFL. So I've got Week 1 point spreads. And I thought I would bounce a couple of these off you.
NFL.
NFL, because
Okay.
you're very good at
Normally,
sniffing out a point spread.
Okay.
So let's start out with 49ers at Rams. What do you think the line is? If you're within 1, you get it right.
Rams by 4.
Rams by 2.5.
So I missed by
2.5.
I missed by half.
Opening
Okay.
night, Patriots at Seahawks.
Seahawks by 5.
Seahawks by 4. You're right on it. How about Browns at Jaguars? This is actually an interesting one. Browns at Jaguars.
Jags by 3.5.
It is Jags by 7.5.
Wow.
Yeah,
They were
really down,
really
on the
down
Browns.
on the Browns.
And we'll do one more for Brian. Cardinals at Chargers. Cardinals at Chargers. The mighty Cardinals come to town.
Chargers by 6.5.
It's Chargers by 10.5.
Wow.
That's how bad Arizona is.
Arizona doesn't have a quarterback.
Oh, that's how good the Chargers are. Yeah, there you go.
Jacoby Brissett is holding out on them.
Jacoby Brissett is holding out?
That's how bad
Oh,
that
my
team
God.
is that Jacoby Brissett is holding them over the
Just
fire.
hike the ball to Jeremiah Love and tell him to run it.
Yeah, you might as well. Hey, coverage and content of the 2026 NBA playoffs on ESPN LA, presented by Pechanga Resort Casino. Tune into the Western Conference Finals Game 2 tonight, starting at 5:30 on ESPN LA 710 or on the ESPN LA app. In crystal clear digital audio, play your perfect combination at Pechanga Resort Casino. Visit pechanga.com for more information. So I was looking at, thinking about that game the other night, the Wemby game, which was spectacular. And I wondered why, and maybe this is something that Mark Dagenhart will do differently tonight. Why isn't Chet the primary defender on Wemby? Why is it Lou Dort and why is it Alex Caruso and not Chet?
Because I think Chet's their best shot blocker.
Yes.
So if you make Chet stay with Wemby and go wherever Wemby goes, it takes away your best shot because Wemby sometimes plays outside.
Right. But
so I think he wants Holmgren kind of around the rim where he can block shots.
Yeah, but in an era where, or in a game where he went for 41 points,
Right.
don't you try something different?
Yeah.
I mean, I think you've
I
got to
think
play
tonight
with it.
he will.
And you know what? Shay's been fine, but not great. Shay's averaging over his last 5 games, including the series with the Lakers, about 23 points per game, 30 points per game during the regular season. Chet had a terrible game. Shea had an off game the other night in game 1. I think Oklahoma City wins tonight. I think they bounce back and win tonight.
Did you guys see that video it was a close-up during a free throw, and it was Chet and Wemby next to each other. They're both vying for the free throw rebound if it was going to come out. But Chet, as the ball is being shot, steps on Wemby's foot on purpose to throw him off. Do you think they're going to see more of that? More of the
Maybe.
Thunder
You
just
gotta
trying
do
to
something.
do that?
You got it.
By the way, I'll be surprised if unless you guys already know, I'll be surprised if you get the point spread for that game tonight.
OKC minus 5.5.
Pretty close. What do you think?
I have the Thunder minus 4.5.
I would say Thunder minus 3.5.
It's Thunder minus 7.
Minus 7.
So they're convinced. Vegas
Yeah.
is convinced that the Thunder bounces back.
Well, aren't
tonight.
you convinced that the MVP turns into the MVP tonight?
But at 7, I'm tempted to take the Spurs.
Yeah.
You know, I don't even bet fake money on the NBA, but
I took 10K mythical last night on the Knicks. I thought I was dead.
By the way, you talk about coming back from the dead. You were dead.
Oh, I thought, oh, man, I just wasted.
How many points did you give?
I gave.
I know you won.
6.5, I think.
Yeah.
Was the spread?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, I think mythical money, I need to save it for football season, but I hit there. I'm not going to make any mythical money bet tonight.
Didn't, John, you say you had a quiz for Mason about whether or not he read this article about
Oh, yeah,
Wemby?
but I'm going to wait until Momo gets
The
it.
Shaolin Monk quiz?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
But do you want to talk about that article at all, Mason?
Well, first of all, I love when athletes are open to different techniques, different approaches. And I thought Wemby is fascinating in that he went to the monks. He climbs up basically to the top of a mountain, hangs out with Shaolin monks, learns breathing, learns meditation. I just think that interdiscipline thing that great athletes do, learning other stuff, whether it be kung fu or like back in the day, Kareem with yoga and martial arts, that kind of stuff. I think that kind of cross-training is smart, and I think Wemby is the kind of player that just wants to be great. He went straight from the Monks to work with Hakeem Olajuwon on his footwork around the basket. That was his summer, was Monks and Hakeem. Now, that is getting ready for the season, and we're seeing it pay off right now.
Is that what you're going to do this summer? You're going to work with Monks, and then you're going to go do something else? You're going to learn from the best of the best in terms of sports radio?
Interdisciplinary activities, yes. That's what I'm going to do.
That's
where my focus is going to be, because I want to be better as a broadcaster, John. How can I be better as a broadcaster?
I don't think going and spending time with Monks is going to help.
No?
So what would the version of sports radio be with what Wemby did?
With what Wemby did. So
is there something out there you learn from somebody, you go do something out of your comfort zone?
I know, and we're working on this now. I think it's doing a different kind of show, like in addition to, so, John, it is almost official that I am going to fill in for George Norrie one night this summer.
Good.
Now,
is that Craig Kitchen making that happen?
No, it's people over there.
Okay.
I'll just say people over there. But I do think that's sort of, I'll do some UFOs, I'll do some sports, I think it's going to be fantastic. And by the way, one of the things we'll be able to do is as I talk to these wacko callers, I shouldn't say that, these really, really
skeptics,
I will be able to play clips of it here on the show.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think that's the kind of thing. I'll do some UFOs to go along with my sports, and then I'm doing multiple disciplines at the same time.
That makes sense. Are you going to go on your Wemby-like journey this summer?
Yes, I am.
All right, so I'll ask you one question about the article. Okay. Towards the end of the article, Wemby's agent says compared him to an animal. Says he moves like a blank. What animal did he compare Wemby to after he trained with the Monks?
A cheetah.
No.
What?
It's a tiger.
Oh, a tiger. Oh, that's
you
right.
Didn't
a tiger.
Read the article.
Well, wait a minute. I said
you're not a cat. You're a tiger.
I was in the cat category. I was in like a cheetah is a cat, like a tiger is a cat. Come on, let's round this up in my favor. No, I did read the article. By the way, I watched the Malika Andrews story the other day, which is terrific. I just find the idea of Wemby attempting a backflip as insane. All right, coming up next for you, going to do some icebreakers. By the way, Momo and the Monks, which is a great band. They played Coachella this year, Momo and the Monks. Did you see them, John? Momo and the Monks?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a band that played Coachella this summer.
Oh, good to know.
Yeah. Momo will be along here in a little while, and we'll do some icebreakers coming up next. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
All right, hey, check out your water right now at your house. Is it like dirty, tastes bad, salt in it? Here in LA, we got lousy water. Maybe the new mayor will fix it, whoever that is. But I fixed it before they even had a chance because I installed a Life Source whole house water system. Now I don't think twice about the water we drink, cook with, or even shower in. Life Source has honestly become an essential home appliance for me. With one salt-free system, we get cleaner, better-tasting water from every tap in the house. No more harsh chlorine, none of that slippery, salt-softened feel. And the best part of it is they use salt-free technology that helps protect your plumbing, and it's super low maintenance, no monthly upkeep. So if this sounds like something you'd be interested in, call the Life Source Water California factory at 800-WATER-99 or visit lifesourcewater.com. Right now, you can get factory direct pricing and free installation for a limited time. Life Source Water. Taste and feel the difference. Warranty limitations apply. Life Source Water, lifesourcewater.com.
And now from Good Karma Brands, here is Sam Pines.
Hi, this is Sam Pines, partner at Good Karma Brands and ESPN LA. When we purchased ESPN LA in 2022, in collaboration with the Walt Disney Company, I knew LA had great teams. I didn't realize how passionate the ESPN LA fan was. It's been awesome to see and experience. The fans who show up every day, you're what makes this place what it is. From the Mandy Awards to summer softball games in West Covina, there's something special about this community. We've got incredible teams, the Lakers, Rams, USC, LAFC, Kings, and Angels. And then there's everything else.
It's a kind of magic. It's a kind of magic.
Mason and Ireland's growl. Cappy yelling, love boat. Sedano's sighs. Eisen landing another A-list guest. Evan Cohn going deep on Brady. Travis pulling out Buffalo Gruden. DeMarco keeping everybody honest. And Morales dropping a random bam. And that one might have been a final. That's ESPN LA. Whether you watch or listen, thank you. You're what makes all of this possible.
Collectors, Front Row Card Show is back at the Pasadena Convention Center, May 23rd and 24th. Biggest show ever! Baseball, football, basketball, and hockey cards, plus Pokemon, Marvel, Star Wars, and comic books. PSA, CGC, and JSA will be there. So bring your cards, comics, and autographs to sell, trade, or get them graded. 770 tables. Thousands of dollars in free prizes. Don't miss it! Front Row Card Show, Pasadena Convention Center, Saturday and Sunday, May 23rd and 24th, 11 to 5. For more info, go to frontrowcardshow.com. That's frontrowcardshow.com.
Hey everybody, it's Cap. I'm here with Angie from Angelica's Insurance. Every team needs a strong defense, and when it comes to protecting what matters most, they've got you covered.
That's right. From auto and home to renters, business, and life insurance, we built a game plan tailored just for you.
And if life throws a penalty your way, like a DUI, for example,
we got you. We specialize in DUIs, SR22 coverage, getting you back on the road fast and affordably. Visit angelicas-ins.com or call 1-888-717-0773 for your free quote today.
In a world parched for excitement, one drink will emerge. Twisted Tea, the refreshing thrill ride of flavor. Recreating its classic role as the hard iced tea that goes down smooth. Twisted Tea doesn't just taste like real iced tea, it's made with real brewed tea and a 5% kick of alcohol. Taste the adventure with Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Keep it twisted.
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
Harry Douglas here. Game day brings the excitement. Your stay should feel just as memorable. With Marriott Bonvoy, official hotel partner of the NCAA and U.S. Soccer, you're connected to a portfolio of brands designed for how you travel. Some offer complimentary breakfast, others give you room to spread out, space to stay productive, or extended stay comforts. So whether you're a traveling fan or part of the team, Marriott Bonvoy celebrates the moments that live on before and after the game. Marriott Bonvoy, where game day checks in.
Oh, it's Icebreakers time. Oh, right. That's right. The big voice guy.
Listen to Mason and Ireland. Weekdays noon to 3 on ESPN LA.
Exactly right. Time for Icebreakers on Mason and Ireland. Icebreakers made possible by Blue Ice Vodka. Your fit-friendly vodka. With no sugar added, 64 calories an ounce, and keto-friendly. Let's do it. Icebreakers. Presented by Blue Ice Vodka on Mason and Ireland. Take it away, producer Emily.
All right, here's where we stand. John is finally in the plus. He's at 4 points. Mace has 18 points. Brian has 15. Here we go.
Boy, I am too.
For 10 points, I was born in 1942 in New York City, and I've been married 5 times. For 9 points, I've appeared in an American Express ad, and I have a dog that one time bit and ate my friend's finger. There's a portion of my finger, my friend says.
Okay.
For 8 points, I will be in the Star Wars movie, The Mandalorian and Grogu.
Mason.
Go ahead.
Sigourney Weaver.
It's incorrect.
I'm probably out of this one because I'm not a Star Wars person.
That'll be different.
Don't worry.
Okay.
For 7 points, while I was teaching at NYU, I taught both Oliver Stone and Spike Lee.
Crap. Yeah.
Yep, Mason.
Should have waited one more. Okay, so...
For 6 points.
Okay.
My first feature film was called Who's That Knocking at My Door?
Ireland.
Go ahead.
Martin Scorsese.
It is Martin Scorsese. There we go. Come on, Mace. You could have waited one more.
I went one early, Mandalorian and Grogu. I'm like, oh, must be Sigourney Weaver.
Yeah, he does a little cameo. He's a shop owner in Mandalorian and Grogu. He's in the trailer for the movie.
Right. You ever met Martin Scorsese?
No.
He's like this tall.
Yeah.
He's like a little miniature director. He's like the Mike Trudell of directing.
By the way, I thought of all the cameos on the studio, his was my favorite.
Oh, my God. His was unbelievable.
Yeah.
His was unbelievable.
And he apparently actually really does want to do a Jim Jones
Does
movie.
he really?
Like, I think that's actually...
Will it be called Kool-Aid?
I don't think so after the studio, but he does actually want to do that.
Yeah, that is very cool.
So how many points do I have now?
You have 10 points. You're only 8 behind me. So.
All right, I can catch him tomorrow.
Right, and I'm out
You
all
can.
next week. You're going to crush me.
I came from
Crush
35
me.
down to get. I'm like the
Damn
Knicks.
it. Yeah, you are.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Icebreakers is sponsored by Blue Ice Vodka, crafted in the heart of America from the finest Idaho potatoes, distilled for clarity, filtered for perfection. Blue Ice isn't just vodka. It's a statement. You're fit, friendly vodka, no sugar added, 64 calories an ounce, and keto friendly. All right, so I told the story the other day. My wife was sent a mixed case of Blue Ice with all 3 flavors, 12 bottles. Her girlfriend's descended on Idaho on Saturday. I go in tonight. How many of the bottles will be left?
There will be 3 bottles left.
Brian, how many?
They left you 1.
1, M?
I may set aside 1 for you.
Yeah.
You should request 1 set aside.
I'll find out.
Set 1 aside.
I'll find out tonight. I'll have an answer. When I join you tomorrow from Idaho, I will have the answer.
So I was down at the Starbucks today. We got a Starbucks right below us here. And I saw something that the most annoying thing in the world happened. So there were not 1, but 2 people, what they call bear beating, where they don't put their beats in and they just talk on the phone, on the speakerphone. And
so you can hear both sides of the conversation. So you hear both sides of the conversation.
One was hearing both sides of the conversation. The other was listening to a podcast. And I'm like, no, you put these in your ears. I don't need to hear it. It's called bear beating. Put your beats in, and because I don't want to hear it. Now, do you run into that, BC?
Not very often.
Now, do you, Ireland?
No. Most people are pretty courteous. Occasionally, though, like I always laugh. The other day, when I was at Mountain Gate, I was taking a shower.
Okay.
And a guy's in the bathroom talking on his phone into the speakerphone, and I'm getting out of the shower in a towel.
Yeah.
And like it says signs all over the place, no cell phones allowed in the bathroom. But this guy didn't care. I probably should have said something, but I didn't.
Yeah.
I was in a hurry, so I didn't. Would you have said something?
Would I have said something? I would have said something. No, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
I more often see people on like FaceTime out in public or whatever, and that, but
who uses, I mean, honestly, I don't get FaceTime. Do you use FaceTime?
I don't. Bill McDonald doesn't use regular phone calls.
He only uses FaceTime?
Yeah. That's very Gen Z of him.
That is.
Well, he has young kids.
By the way, the other thing about FaceTime that's interesting is you're never actually looking at the other person. You're looking at yourself in the little box in the square, the little box. So
Right.
I'm focused on how I look as opposed to the person who I'm talking to.
Yeah.
And don't even get me started on my mom and FaceTime. I mean, all of a sudden I'll get a call. It'll be on FaceTime, and she'll say, I'll say, "Are you on FaceTime?" No, I don't know how that happened. That's just press the wrong button.
The other thing that's weird about Billy Mack is if he calls you, it'll come in private.
Oh.
So I never answer it.
Right.
And then he has to text me to say, hey, answer your phone.
Answer
it's
your
me.
phone. That's funny. That's funny.
So I think maybe that's why he started FaceTiming, because when you FaceTime, you can see it's him.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, they're...
My mom and I, a couple weeks ago, love you, Mom, if you're listening, I'm sure you are. But on FaceTime, I had to walk her through how to use her points, her chase points to purchase a flight.
I have to do stuff like this all the time with my mom.
And, you know, it's a practice of patience. I'm sure on both sides that she was frustrated with not knowing how to do it. I was frustrated with not being able to be there to help her through it. And so we both had to do it through the magic of FaceTime. I was like, Mother, show me the computer or the iPad that you're doing this on. And it was just like, you're not showing me the whole screen. You got to show me the whole screen.
They don't know how to do it.
It was great.
Right. What happens with my mom is now that they can't, and this isn't just old people, but in my case, my mom and her boyfriend can't figure out sometimes streaming. Like how
my God, forget it.
And I'll go, okay, I'm going to FaceTime you. Point the phone at the TV, and then I'll point it. I'll be looking at her.
Yeah.
I'll go, no, hit the reverse button.
Yes.
Finally, most of the time I'm able to walk.
Yeah,
her
no matter
through
what
it.
show I recommend, they don't realize that they have. They say, I don't think we have that one. That's their most common. I don't think we have that one.
And it's you
And
do.
yeah, they always do.
Are you watching
Right.
The Pit? I don't have that one. Yes, you do. It's HBO. It's right there.
Yeah, it's right there.
Are they watching Euphoria?
No, they like The Pit and they like Hacks.
I don't watch Euphoria, but I know you do, Em. and I'm hearing a lot of negative reviews for this season of Euphoria. They deserved the negative reviews.
Okay.
They're
So
picking
here's
on my girl Sydney Sweeney a lot.
Here's my small take on this season. I think this season would be better served if it just focused on Zendaya's storyline. I think it's the most fleshed out, fully realized storyline. And I think the other ones are just not as good because I don't think Sam Levinson put as much effort into them. So I think the season would have been better served if we just followed Rue and had a little Sydney Sweeney, but we have way too much. But it's not her fault.
Did she get married on the show, Sydney Sweeney?
She did, and was also they did that episode too early in the series. I have a lot of bones to pick with this season, but I am watching every episode.
And isn't she dressed as like a rabbit or something?
So she does an OnlyFans, or she in the most recent episode stopped doing her OnlyFans, but she had an OnlyFans. You see a lot during the show. If you want to see Sydney Sweeney in all her glory, you'll see it on the show.
Hey, maybe there's a reason for me to watch Euphoria.
Give Ireland an episode number, and he's there.
Right. Oh, yeah, I have one right for you.
Yeah, give me the peak Sydney
I'll
Sweeney
give you the time
episode.
codes.
The one where she's dressed as a rabbit.
Yeah, I'll watch that one.
It is sports graffiti time. So much going on. Dodgers' unbelievable win last night. Fantastic. Andy Pages comes through after a 10-pitch at-bat, gets the sac fly for the win.
6 consecutive fouls off of strikes.
Amazing.
It was unbelievable.
Amazing. You've also got last night the Knicks coming from 22 down to beat Cleveland. They finish on a 44-11 run, and
right.
Kenny Atkinson is still waiting to use a timeout.
Before we go to break, question 2 of did you actually read Ramona's whole story?
Is this really a thing?
Yeah.
It's a long article. I can't remember every detail.
You didn't.
Shaolin Monk.
You didn't even know that he compared him to a tiger.
I said cheetah. I was right in the same.
Right,
that's in
so
the
this
same
one's
animal
easier.
family. Okay.
His agent, Njai.
Yes.
Okay, who's heavily featured there.
Yes.
Called Rob Pelinka. Why?
Because he wanted to find out about Kobe and Kobe's training and discipline.
Right, and specifically what? What did Kobe do?
Well, what is this? Is this the SAT, for God's sake?
He wanted a book report.
There's 3 paragraphs about
right,
what Kobe
but I
did.
just told you. I know it's Kobe.
This is the level of detail Mason's leaving out. One summer, Bryant had become obsessed with studying how great white sharks hunt and attack their prey. Do you not remember any of this?
Yeah, I
and then the second one is a story that you always give John crap for, that he doesn't care about this.
Which is the shark? What?
No, Sistine Chapel. The
Sistine
Kobe
Chapel.
Went to the Sistine Chapel.
Yeah, you don't like the
commitment
Sistine
to art.
Chapel.
No, it's overrated.
Yeah, it's overrated.
It is.
The thing was
I
painted
was trying to help you out there.
1,000 years ago by some guy on his back. Seriously.
Yeah, overrated.
You hate frescoes.
I hated being ushered in like cattle to the Sistine Chapel, and then 2 minutes later they said, "Everybody get out."
All right. So if you have questions about Ramona's article,
don't ask Mace.
Don't ask me. He's a tiger, and he asked about great white sharks. 877-710-ESPN.
Where did Pelinka send Kobe to train with the great white sharks?
Australia.
Close. Baja.
Yes.
Okay, well, that's in
Guadalupe.
the same. Well,
it's in Mexico. You are 2 continents away.
That's within.
You didn't read it.
Distance, isn't it?
You didn't read it.
I absolutely read it.
I've asked you 3 questions about it. You couldn't answer
I don't remember every single thing about it.
I think he read it when he was on the can and he gave up
well,
halfway
that's
through.
Working out.
I read it when I was working out. Exactly. It was leg day, so I was distracted. Don't skip leg day. All right, sports graffiti time. 877-710-ESPN. 877-710-ESPN. What did Kenny Atkinson have going on last night that he didn't call a timeout when the Knicks were charging back into the game? What do you think of tonight? Who do you like tonight? Do you like OKC to bounce back, or do you like Wemby? Who are you going to watch tonight, Wemby or Shohei Ohtani on the mound for the Dodgers? Or can you watch both? 877-710-ESPN. We'll get your calls coming up next. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Hey, it's Greg Bergman. Have you become a part of the ESPN LA Blue Crew? Well, if you haven't, why haven't you? The Blue Review presented by LAX. Each weekday morning at 6:30 a.m. with me, Gregory Arthur Bergman, thanks, Cappy, and Marcus Grant. We're talking Dodgers baseball first thing in your day and getting you warmed up for the Sedano and Cap morning show. The Blue Review on our ESPN LA YouTube channel at ESPN Los Angeles. Weekdays at 6:30 a.m. Live and always on demand. Your home for real Dodgers talk, ESPN LA.
Time to bench those other hiring sites and let ZipRecruiter help you build a winning team. With ZipRecruiter, when you need the hire, you get the right fit for any role fast. That's because ZipRecruiter's smart matching technology starts showing your job to qualified candidates immediately. You can also apply filters and add screening questions to your job post to help you save time in scouting first-rate talent. With ZipRecruiter's advanced resume database, you can instantly unlock contact info from a roster of top candidates. That's why over 4.8 million businesses have trusted ZipRecruiter to hire, and check this out. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. No wonder ZipRecruiter is the #1 rated hiring site in the game based on G2. So, if you need to score the best, go with ZipRecruiter. Try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/LA. That's ZipRecruiter.com/LA. ZipRecruiter.com/LA.
Hey guys, if you're heading into summer without a medical emergency kit, you're taking a risk most people don't think about until it's too late. Summer colds linger and can turn into sinus infections that could last for weeks. Getting sick right before vacation can derail everything. And when you're traveling, finding a doctor and a pharmacy can be really stressful. That's why I ordered a medical emergency kit. It's like having an urgent care and a pharmacy right at home. It includes essential prescriptions like amoxicillin and generic Z-Packs to treat wide ranges of common and serious illnesses. So if you wake up sick, at home or on the road, you already have what you need. No waiting for your doctor, no hours at urgent care, no pharmacy lines, no copays. You just match your symptoms to the right prescription in your guidebook, or you call the telemedicine doctor standing by. Start on your bed sooner and feel better faster. Every home needs at least one medical emergency kit. Order yours online in minutes and it's shipped to your door. Save $45 with our promo code 710 at urgentcarekit.com/710. Promo code is 710 at urgentcarekit.com/710.
710 ESPN, your home for the 17-time world champion Lakers.
KSPN Los Angeles, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
And it is 1 o'clock in the Southland on the biggest show on the radio, Mason and Ireland. And you know it's time for Sports Graffiti on Mason and Ireland. This is where you call in and talk to the fellas.
877-710-ESPN.
That's right, that number is back. It's not a mistake. Big voice guy, do it one more time.
877-710-ESPN.
You get to talk to Mason and Ireland during Sports Graffiti, and we know everybody loves Mason and Ireland.
Rick Vega, I'm the reigning champ of the Mason and Ireland Poker Invitational.
Gregory Mendez, Port Hueneme, California.
Why do you love Mason and Ireland?
Why I love them? Because they're there every day for me. They're consistently giving out some funny takes, being goofy, and to be honest, we need it in a time like this, so I love it.
Let's do it. Sports Graffiti time. Take it away, Mace.
All right, Sports Graffiti time, and we are joined for Sports Graffiti by the Momo, who read the article.
In TV makeup, looking good.
I know, got lashes on.
Yeah.
I kind of want to take them off, though. They bother me.
So now's a chance. Momo's going to be along for the call. So 877-710-ESPN.
And you can ask Momo about the cheetah, or when Kobe went to Australia, or
Kobe in Australia, all that stuff.
I think he also went to Australia, but in the story we talked about him.
The trip to Australia. I forgot about the trip to Baja.
By the way, multiple lines open.
Yeah, this doesn't happen very often.
877-710-3776. 877-710-3776 if you want to be on Sports Graffiti. Here is Joe in Chino Hills leading off. Hey, Joe. What's
up, Joe?
What do you got?
Hey, bud. How you guys doing?
Good. How are you?
So my solution for the Lakers' problem with winning is get rid of Luka.
Oh, yeah.
Just trade in, get some draft capital, and get someone that can play some defense and score.
Yeah,
okay, so
Joe, that's a brilliant strategy.
Joe, have you seen what has happened in Dallas since they took the Joe from Chino Hills plan and traded Luka? Have you noticed, Joe?
He got 19 technicals.
Yeah.
He got 19 technical fouls in one season and missed a game.
Right.
Yeah.
True. Do that in
Joe,
Dallas.
you're right. They should fire him over that. Because when Nico Harrison did that, he got fired. Yesterday, Jason Kidd got fired for just agreeing to it.
Yeah.
If
Joe,
you want everybody to get fired, Joe, that's a good plan.
I don't think I can agree with Joe from Chino Hills.
The Joe from Chino Hills
You know
plan.
what?
Trade Luka.
That was an amazing call because of how he delivered that. I got the solution to the Lakers' problem with
winning.
Winning.
Yeah.
Winning.
fainting.
877-710-ESPN.
Richard in Studio City.
Richard.
Hey, Richard. Richard, you want to trade Luka?
Hey, thank you. Yeah, I know John always talks about the one thing he never gets, which is how LA doesn't quite love LeBron the way we should. And I want to.
I would change the word love for appreciate.
Appreciate.
I think he is underappreciated.
Yeah. So I would say he has a perfect opportunity to flip the script right now. If he were to come back taking that pay cut we're talking about at 15 or 20, and all of a sudden, without needing to know what the next step is, and all of a sudden just making that commitment to the Lakers, I feel like it could really open a lot of doors for people. I think that's what killed the Westbrook
It's a great
thing
point,
with the salary.
Richard. And by the way, he would change his narrative in this town if he said, you know what, I'm going to take a little less. I want to be here. I want to contribute, but I understand that they've got to put together a young and deep roster to play around me. I think that would change his narrative.
Here's the problem with that, Richard. Most of us wouldn't do it. I'm assuming, Richard, you wouldn't do it. If your boss called you in today and said, I need you to work for minimum wage, you're not doing it.
Right, but Richard probably doesn't have $1 billion.
Right, but that's money he earned.
Right, no, but you see what I'm saying? When you have $1 billion,
it's easy for other people to say, go work for the minimum.
That's right. Look, it also comes down to what other options does he have.
Mm-hmm.
So this becomes
I think
a business
that's the whole
decision.
ball game, actually.
Is Cleveland a real option? Are the Clippers a real option? Is Golden State a real option? And if they are, what can those teams pay him? None of those teams I mentioned really has any money.
Something right in that $15 million range,
Bobby
right?
Marks was on this yesterday, and he said $15 million is going to be all I can get from any other team, realistically.
So
unless he wants to go
to Chicago or Brooklyn.
Right.
Why would you want to go there?
Yeah, and I don't think it's about the money. I think, I'm a big hero's journey person, okay? So when did people start liking LeBron? When he took on that third role, when he stepped aside and said, I'm going to humble myself and take the third role behind Austin and Luka because we've been winning, and he was great. And people all of a sudden warmed up to him, John.
Yeah, it's true.
All of a sudden, there was a good month there where LeBron, wow. If he took less and he did it willingly and didn't pout about it and didn't remind everyone about it all the time, I think I agree with the caller. I think that would change his narrative. But I also think the Lakers have a lot of leverage here, and the only leverage LeBron has is simply, because I'm worth more and because I'm LeBron.
Right.
You should pay me more. But nobody else can, and probably nobody else would pay him more than that.
Let's go to Walrus in Encino.
Hey,
Walrus, you're on
Walrus.
Sports Graffiti. What do you got?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Two things. We cannot forget that this is the San Antonio Spurs. This is a franchise. This is rather a championship franchise. They know how to do this. It's been a while, but they know how to do this. Pop is still in the building. Tim Duncan and Robinson are hanging around. They know how to do this. And then lastly, Momo, is there any chance that we can get DeAndre Ayton to perhaps get a plane ticket to China and visit that Shaolin temple? I think that would be great. Have a great day.
Yeah, thank you very much.
It doesn't strike me as
You-
something
you could do that.
DeAndre would do.
I would love to do it.
I would love to do
I
it.
would totally shave my head,
hang
out
you
with the
would too.
monks.
You wouldn't do any of
I
those
would,
things.
wait a
would.
minute,
I
I've been
actually
on
think Mace
silent
would.
meditation retreats for like
how long?
3 days.
Okay. So this wasn't silent.
Yeah.
And one of the things that when you go into a story like that, you're like, how am I ever going to talk to the monks? They have cell phones.
Yeah, that's the craziest thing.
Like they have cell phones.
Yeah.
Of course they do.
I downloaded WeChat and we did a video call.
That's
like,
amazing.
It's everyone has the cell phone now.
Yeah, true.
It's not
Even the monks.
Cameron in Lake Forest. Hey, Cameron, you're on Sports Graffiti. What do you got?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
So let's say Reeves takes around $30 million. Do they still have enough money to make an offer sheet for like a Kessler and a Tyree Easton?
Yeah, they probably would.
Although
it's just a matter of if those teams let those players go.
Right, but I also think that restricted free agency thing is problematic because you make an agreement, right?
Yeah,
and
your money's
then
tied up.
your money is tied up for 5
I heard
days.
Bobby say yesterday that free agency is not a preferred route for the Lakers just because of the situation they're in.
Yeah, I mean, Peyton Watson, Walker Kessler, Terry Eason, all great players,
I will
but all
say this.
restricted.
I think their cap space is very valuable in trades.
Yes,
right.
So
trading somebody
you can,
into
the cap space.
Yeah,
and remember this, you guys. Every year, somebody we don't expect to move moves.
Right.
It happens every single.
Are you
year.
watching the Spurs and Thunder right now? Because everybody watching this series is going, Oh, okay. Even if we have a good offseason.
I don't believe that. I'm not going to accept that.
I think
I'm not going to accept that.
Wait, you agree with what Magic tweeted?
What Magic said, that there's no point for 5 or 6 years?
There's no point for anybody else in the West
I don't
for
agree
the
with
next
that.
5 to 7 years?
But I agree with the idea that, I mean, people felt that way with the Warriors, too. And there was only a couple teams that took their shot at the Warriors during that. You know, the Rockets tried a couple times. I think that you don't really have a chance, but there will be a few teams that will try. And those trades and the trades they make to get involved are going to be very interesting.
All right, Gerardo in Culver City. Hey, Gerardo, you're on Sports Graffiti.
Guys, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Hey, this caller a couple callers ago talking about that if LeBron wants to endear himself to LA fans, that is ridiculous, bro. Okay, it's probably even rich, right, coming from a Kobe fan, where Kobe never, ever took a pay cut.
Untrue. Kobe took a $19 million pay cut.
His last contract, Gerardo, he was eligible to make a little more than $30 million a year. He took 24 for. He gave
24 and a half.
Yeah, he gave him back $12 million to spend on other people. So I mean, you're wrong.
Great.
That's one way to say it.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny. Kobe would never, ever do it. He just did it.
He absolutely did.
Yeah. Let's go to Joe in Porter Ranch. Hey, Joe, you're on Sports Graffiti. Hi.
Hey, John. Hey, Steve. Hey, Momo. Big fan of your work, man.
Thanks, man.
Really enjoy your stuff. Hey, Monday night, I was out to dinner with my daughter, 26-year-old college graduate, not a sports fan. But came home, watched the end of the fourth quarter of the Spurs OKC game, and I got to tell you, she was hooked on Wemby. And I think that's a good sign for the NBA. Thanks, guys.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I remember I sent a picture a couple of months ago of Wemby to Lisa, and I said, "Do you know who this is?"
Yep.
And she said, I know he's a basketball player. That's all I know.
Right.
Now she knows who he is.
Sure.
And
exactly.
Yeah.
Where do you want to go here?
6.
Keisha, you're
Remember
on Sports
Keisha?
Graffiti. Yeah, I was on her podcast. Hey, Keisha.
Hey, what's up, guys?
What's going on, Keisha?
I hear you, and what I have to say is I feel like, well, a couple things. Number one, we keep continuing to make the same decisions and expecting different results. Like, I hear you, John, saying, oh, if we don't bring LeBron back, who are we going to get? Who are we going to get? There are people out there.
Who?
But also we have to, take a chance, because how do we know if we're going to progress if we continue to make the same decisions, bringing LeBron
But
back?
Keisha, you just said there are people out there. Who?
John, I mean, we have to make some changes. That's
So
the
you're not
main
going to
thing.
answer the
We
question.
continue to do the same thing. We continue to do the same thing, expect a different result. My second point, and this is huge, and please hear me out.
Okay.
People don't want to hear this. LeBron is not an impactful player. And I say this. You can look up, yes, and LeBron has 20 points, and you're like, dang, LeBron has 20 points. You didn't know. You didn't even realize he got it because he's gotten it so easily. But when a game is on the line, you're a point or two away, a minute or two in a game when we need the most impactful player to be impactful. LeBron either completely disappears or he gets shook and he doesn't know what to do, where he's turning the ball over or airballing the ball. And it's so often when a game is on the line, LeBron disappears and he's getting, scoring 3 and 4 points in the fourth quarter. Like, we need some guys to come in and be
Hey, Keisha, I'm just curious about something. Where would you rank LeBron all time? It sounds like you wouldn't even put him in your top 10, right?
No, he's definitely in the top 10, but I do truly believe, and I've seen this, I'm a diehard Laker fan, and I promise you, for 20 years, at one point, I did not miss now one single game. If I didn't watch live, I recorded the game.
Okay.
For 20 years, LeBron, at the end, when the game is on the line, LeBron is not that impactful player, that killer, that have that killer instinct. He doesn't want the ball. We can bring players in that don't score as many points. Like, let's look at Trevor Ariza. Even when he was hurt in 2008, and then he continued in 2009, he didn't score a whole lot of points, but he was all over the court, impacting the game in so many different ways. At the end of games, I was even shocked recently. I think it was in Game 3 when LeBron hit the three to send it into overtime. Usually he doesn't even take those shots because he's
So,
You mean to
Keisha,
tell me
are you?
He's
I
afraid.
don't want to put words in your mouth. So you're saying Trevor Ariza, when he played for the Lakers, is more impactful or was more impactful than LeBron James?
At the end of games, when a game is on the line, at times when we're a point or two away, we've had players, Meta, Trevor, who have stepped up and been very impactful. Yes, instead of LeBron just sitting back and waiting for other people
Okay,
to make
Keisha,
plays.
have you ever heard of my theory of confirmation bias? So we used to talk about that all the time. when I was on the show.
confirmation bias.
So
yes.
essentially, when you have an idea about who somebody is and what they do, you will look for information that will support your idea.
Yes.
But you will negate any information that does not support that idea.
Correct.
Okay? So I understand what you're saying because LeBron missed a shot at the end of game 4. Remember that, John?
Yep.
It was like a runner. It was a
was a layup,
relatively easy shot. I looked at somebody, I said, he makes that 9 out of 10 times.
Yeah.
Maybe 10 out of 10 times. This is the one time he misses that shot, and it's the one time they made it. So your theory that he's not good at the end of games, you see that, you're like, see? You don't make that shot. But we also forget that in the game in Houston, game 3 in Houston, the man was amazing. The man hit that 3-point. I think he score like 7 points in 30 seconds. John, you called the whole game.
Yeah.
But people forget about that because they just believe that he's not good at the end of games or they don't like him or whatever it is. You just ignore all that.
Yeah.
Keisha, I don't know you, but I'd be willing to bet all the money I have in my pocket that you have never been more wrong about anything than you are about this. To suggest that LeBron James doesn't impact games, and that's the word you kept using, impactful, is insane.
I didn't say he doesn't impact games. I say he doesn't impact games when the game is on the line with his 1 or 2 minutes left and you're like 2 or 3 points away. I hear what you're saying, Ramona, about blocking shots, but we're talking about scoring. Game 5 against Minnesota, I was at that game. He scored like a 3 with 3 minutes left, and then he scored a layup with 30 seconds left. It's so many games. You look at his fourth quarter points in so many different playoff games. He disappeared when it comes to scoring.
Hey, Keisha, I hope you feel like you're getting your say. I wanted to ask you this one last question. Do you think the Lakers would have won in the first round against Houston if they didn't have LeBron?
There you go.
Who knows? That's a what if.
I know.
They didn't
we
have
would have
KD
lost
either.
that.
They didn't have KD either.
Keisha, we love your passion.
Yeah, thank you, Keisha.
We disagree with you. I do, at least. But thank you. Call anytime.
Call
Seriously,
anytime,
we
Keisha.
love when people call and yell at
The
us.
Keisha line's always open. All right, coming up next for you. The monks and the mountain and the
vegetarian
kung
food
and shaving their head and all that stuff. Wemby Momo did a deep dive, and we'll get into it coming up next. In the meantime, you know my buddy Jacob from Ronnie. He may be around here today. Jacob is the guy if you are involved in any kind of accident, whether it be a car or motorcycle or scooter or as a pedestrian or with a commercial truck or with an Uber or Lyft. He is the guy you want.
And here's the thing. It doesn't matter what type of accident. You could be a pedestrian. You could be riding a bike. You can be driving the car. You can be a passenger in the car. If you're injured, if you get into a situation where you or one of your loved ones gets hurt, first call is Jacob, 800-345-6789. That's the number. If you can count from 3 to 9, you can remember this. 800-345-6789. Mace, this happened to you.
Yep.
And you were disoriented. You didn't know what to do, but you had the peace of mind to call Jacob, and then he just takes it from there.
By the way, I'm always a little bit disoriented, but I was especially disoriented after that accident and immediately called Jacob from the scene of the accident, and he took care of everything for me. That's what you need. 800-345-6789. That's 800-345-6789. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
DeMarco and Travis have taken over Afternoon Drive. Weekdays starting at 3 p.m.
And we know LeBron cares about legacy. We know that he cares about wanting to make sure that he goes out on his own terms, which he should and he's earned. But the interest needs to be mutual. I'm sure there are teams that would love to have him, but that he's like, no, man, I'm not moving my family to go do that. His son being on the team here, I think, plays a factor into all of this. This is why his points, his assists, his rebounds, the fact that he can play basically any role you need him to play. You need him to be the star, fine, I can do that. You need me to be the secondary guy, I can do that. You need me to be the third option, I can do that. It's the Lakers, man.
Yeah.
This is the one spot that allows him to do all of these things and keep his family in one spot.
There's one thing you can't keep here. You can't keep your status because you're going to the third option and your chance of winning.
Afternoons with DeMarco and Travis starting at 3 p.m. on 710 ESPN. The all-new ESPN LA app and live on YouTube.
John Ireland here. You want a vodka that's championship caliber? Look for Blue Ice Vodka at Ralph's, America's largest potato vodka. Double gold rated, just 64 calories an ounce. Classic, Huckleberry, or double espresso. Blue Ice Vodka. Vodka with standards.
When it's game time, there's no room for hesitation, and you better believe GM John Good will make you a great deal at George Chevrolet. Whether you're rolling in a power-packed Silverado, loading up the family in a spacious Chevy Traverse, or going all electric, John Good has the great deal you want at George Chevrolet. Amazing pricing, zero pressure, and the next level Chevy vehicles you want are at George Chevrolet, conveniently located off the 91 at Lakewood in Bellflower. Or shop at georgechevy.com. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
Collectors, Front Row Car Show is back at the Pasadena Convention Center, May 23rd and 24th. Biggest show ever! Baseball, football, basketball, and hockey cards, plus Pokemon, Marvel, Star Wars, and comic books. CSA, CGC, and JSA will be there. So bring your cards, comics, and autographs to sell, trade, or get them graded. 770 tables. Thousands of dollars in free prizes. Don't miss it. Front Row Car Show, Pasadena Convention Center, Saturday and Sunday, May 23rd and 24th, 11 to 5. For more info, go to FrontRowCarShow.com. That's FrontRowCarShow.com.
If Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea was your best friend, it would be the kind of friend that starts an impromptu dance party in the supermarket aisle that turns into an all-day pool party rager at your place, and you don't even own a pool. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea turns any day into a legendary adventure. It's smooth and refreshing real iced tea with just the right kick of alcohol. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Keep it twisted.
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
My dad passed away unexpectedly. Of course, it was awful in every way, but we are very grateful that he had life insurance. So even after he was gone, he was still able to provide for us. And that's why I have life insurance for my family. Ethos.com. They make it fast and easy to get covered. It's 100% online. You get a quote in seconds, and you can apply in minutes. You get covered the same day.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required. Rates may vary.
Steve Mason and John Ireland.
I'm not a prude. You are. I'm not.
The OGs of LA Sports Radio.
I do not believe I am at all prude. I'm like the least prudish person you know.
Mason and Ireland rolls on.
Speaking of taking goes. So Momo is hanging out. If you have not seen it yet, Momo wrote a terrific profile of all the monks that worked with Wemby.
No, really just the one that I
but he didn't read.
I think you read it.
So I did read it.
I've asked him 3 questions. He's been unable to answer any of them.
Okay.
What's the name? What's the name of the main monk?
Oh, I don't know the name of the. What is this? A pop quiz?
Yes.
I don't.
Literally.
I don't know. A head monk. They call him the head monk. So I wonder.
Master Yanan.
Yeah.
Yanan.
So I wonder.
Is it how do you pronounce it?
I think Yanan. You know, basically, it's funny. I'll tell you the reporting story of this, which is actually the funny part of it.
Yes.
I actually got a hold of one of the monks who trained Wemby first. He called me like Sunday morning, and I was at Daniel's soccer game, and I was like, "Whoa, hold on, I got to take this call. It's WhatsApp from China."
Yeah.
Like, okay, but this was only one of this wasn't the main guy, and this guy had a translator with him, and he was there while Wemby was there, but then I was like, I don't think that's the right guy. I'm looking at the pictures, and I'm looking at this guy, and
wrong monk.
So I got the wrong monk. So I talked to another monk.
Yeah.
And then I went to some of the people in Wemby's camp, and they were like, no, this is the main guy.
You need this monk.
Yeah. I need the right monk. You know,
Wemby's monk.
But they're all of their names start with like Jan, and then the second part of their name is their individual name.
Got it.
So I talked to Jan Hao first, and then I had to talk to Jan An.
So what do you think?
Is it like father and like
the thing that amazed me about
yeah.
this was these monks in this temple in China, and you described that it's like you got to take planes, trains, and automobiles to get there.
Yeah, you fly to Beijing, you take a train 3 hours to Shenzhen or something,
Right.
and then you take a bus 2 more hours, and like.
And by the way, when I was in Beijing, the traffic is almost indescribable.
It is. It's totally indescribable.
It's like worse in L.A.
So,
But the thing that I thought about Momo was, I wonder, because he's Wemby and he's having this success, if other players aren't going to do this now. Do you think they will? Or do you think it's unique to him?
Well, look, Aaron Gordon, I think, went to the Temple, but I don't think he did the actual training. Like, he just visited. Like, people have been interested. Like, other people have been interested in, like, Bruce Lee. Like, his agent, his name is Buna Injai. He's represented a lot of great French players over the years. He said when Victor first came to him and he said, I want to be challenged this summer. And I want to get stronger and more physical. Mm-hmm. But you can't just get stronger if you're Wemby. Yeah. You can't just lift weights.
Right.
Because that changes what makes him great. He needs to be flexible. He needs to avoid injury. He needs all this stuff. So how do you get more powerful without putting on bulk?
Yeah.
You learn Kung Fu.
Sure.
That's the whole movement in the fourth generation.
So Wemby goes to the monks.
Yeah.
Do they view him as like famous celebrity guy, or do they view him like everybody else? Like, he's going to treat him same.
They all know who he is, right? Sure. I mean, he's you can't really sneak a guy who's 7'5". I think he's 7'5". He's listed at 7'4", but wearing Nike tech sweats into a monastery without anyone knowing. He's like one of the most recognizable people on the planet.
Yeah.
They know who he is. They follow basketball. They have cell phones there, etc. In the interview he did with Malika Andrews a little while ago, he said, when I first got there, I saw the monks like on their cell phones and stuff. Like, I don't know if this is really where I want to be here for 2 weeks. And then he saw them do the Kung Fu demonstration, and he was like, oh, okay, yeah, I do want to do this.
Yeah.
And they shaved his head immediately. And they had to push like 3 beds together, 3 single cots together for him to sleep in.
So he had a bed long enough to sleep in.
Yeah.
You know who dove into martial arts and became really good friends with Bruce Lee was Kareem.
Yes. Sure. That actually is what it reminded me of.
Game of Death.
Yeah, and so this kind of reminds me, and then Kareem is generally considered the most durable big man ever. Yeah. So maybe there is something
to this. They have
a
similar body type. You think about it, that lean body type, and you can get stronger. But I thought one, you're doing this after you had a blood clot in your shoulder.
Yeah, that's right.
Where you really, that's scary. I mean, I for somebody 21 years old to have that. And Malika asked him some questions about, did you have a pity party? Were you scared? Were you this, And he was like, for 5 minutes, I was crying. I was upset. I was, but he says, like, I think the important part is how you respond. And I was like, that's so true. And that's why he needed to have this mental strength. Like, that's what I think the training really gave him, is this centeredness, this mental strength, this resiliency. Because some of the training, when the guy was telling me about this nighttime hike, 2 of the Spurs staffers who went with him, it was this nighttime hike, and it was Victor's idea. He goes, can you come up with I want to work on my awareness. So he'd done this hike to the top of Wuru. It's called Wuru Peak, Wuru, okay? And the Bodhidharma cave. This is a very important place in Buddhism. This is where the legend has it, he spent 9 years meditating, staring at a wall, and then there's a shadow stone there, which is because he was there for 9 years. People say it's his shadow.
Super boring to me, just super
Dude,
boring.
But you're into
staring
this
at a
stuff.
stone. I am, but 9 years.
You're into meditation.
Oh,
9 years. It's a legend. Okay, okay, just go with it.
It's just a legend.
I mean, go on. Okay, so people go there. They make like a pilgrimage to this place, and initially it was, they put stones down, but these are not even stones. Like the monk was describing it. His name is Master Yanan. He was describing it to me like some of the stones are tall, some are short, some are long, some are and he's doing this in pitch black. And the Spurs staffers are like, I don't know about this darkness. Like, we should really keep our lights on. And I went and I found videos. So I watched the YouTube of what it really would be like to climb this thing. Because I want to, is he going to fall off the side of a cliff or something? There's railing. And so like, he wouldn't die if he fell, but he could fall down the stairs, and they're pretty steep. Like, it's really pretty dangerous to do this. And Victor just went with it. He just trusted this training. And I think the whole point, it was almost like a moving meditation. You didn't talk.
Yep.
And I think that when you watch him play in these moments of extreme stress and extreme pressure, everything is on this guy's shoulders, and I don't ever see him look like it.
It's weird. Those 2 breaths he has before free throws, I'm like, oh yeah, that's I get it. That's centering yourself right before that moment.
I think that, and there's a battle now. Like I saw Bob Ryan the other day said, everybody relax. Wemby's not Wilt. He's not Bill Russell. He's better than Wilt and Bill Russell. And if he stays healthy, I always say, Momo, that one of the hardest things when doing these shows is recognizing eternal greatness when it's happening live.
Yeah, your comp to Shohei yesterday is right on the money.
Yeah, to me, if Wemby stays healthy, he's a top 5 player all time. That's how
maybe
good he
the
is.
best ever, honestly.
Yeah, that's how
and I
good he
think
is.
it's the mentality.
We're looking at Tiger Woods when he was 22.
So, like, the fact that his agent, and I think his agent, I don't usually quote agents in stories, but I thought it was interesting because this guy has been entrusted with the development of a generational talent. And I think he takes that responsibility very seriously. And he knows what Victor is looking for. Like when Victor says, I want to be challenged and I want to get stronger, his job is to figure that out and find a place. So he went there and did a scout himself. But he also consulted with Rob Pelinka. Like this was under the guise, there's no tampering here, everybody, okay? This was during the draft process. He had other clients the Lakers were interested in drafting. They had scheduled a lunch. The conversation about the draft prospects didn't last that long, okay? And very quick, he has Kobe's agent here.
Right.
And he just picks his brain. And Rob Pelinka is just a fountain of Kobe stories. Some of which I've heard, some of which I think come out later. Like Boona had told me a story that I'd never heard. I didn't know he said there was a safari they went on and Kobe was studying the cheetahs. I didn't know that one. I knew about the great whites.
Cheetahs, that's where I got
there
it.
was
Cheetahs.
a cheetah, but I didn't put that in the story.
There was a cheetah.
Yeah, you just made that part of
Yeah.
that. Was the master said to him, "You need to, if you're going to fight first, you have to have courage, and we have to train the inside before we train the outside." He said, "Meditation is how you bring things in, and kung fu is how you take that out."
Yeah.
So that's how you bring the energy in with meditation. Kung fu is how you release it into the world. We are training you to be a tiger, not a cat.
Now, are you a meditator yourself?
I've worked on it.
Yeah.
I've worked on it. It's not easy.
I have a friend that has meditated every day for over 1,500 days.
Wow.
I'm like, damn, that is discipline.
There's different types of meditation. There's one where you listen to someone talking.
Yeah.
And
that's what I'm doing right now.
Me too. That's what I do.
I'm experiencing that, listening to you talking right now.
Is it really boring?
No, it's not.
Oh, okay. Are you gonna Are you gonna just?
These are the jokes.
Are you gonna fall?
These are the jokes.
No, but I can do guided meditation. I have not really been able to do silent meditation.
Yeah, it's hard. It's really hard.
Really hard.
Yeah. Hey, Children's Hospital Los Angeles. I'm going to pivot there because coming up, I want to ask you about the El Cheapo owner.
Okay.
In Portland. Their biggest event of the year is back. Walk and Play LA brings the community together for a fun-filled day supporting kids who need life-saving care. Enjoy a scenic 3K walk plus music and games and activities for all ages. Join us Saturday, June 6th at the Santa Monica Pier. Sign up at espnla.com. Join Team ESPNLA and use code PLAY to save $10. Visit espnla.com to learn more.
You should have talked softer. I'm playing meditation music.
Oh, remember when I used to do the meditation?
Yeah, I've got like 10 songs.
Now,
in
do
here.
you use them?
Ben Lyons was married in another life, and his wife he's not married to her anymore, but his wife was super into meditation, and she taught me how to meditate. And I did it for a while, but it didn't stick.
Yeah, it's hard.
It's
really hard to do it every day. Yeah.
But I would say I think guided meditation is good as well. And so if you can't do it on your own, you can do guided, which is there's so many people out there who have those.
Okay, El Cheapo owner in Portland.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that coming up next.
70 people today.
Can you believe that? Mason and Ireland. Momo's hanging out. 710 ESPN.
The personalities you know.
The teams you love.
Leaving it there for Son. Puts it on the left foot shot. Get it! Oh, Son again! Golazo, golazo, golazo! The teams you love.
The station you spend time with every day.
LA's mega sports station.
ESPN LA 710 and the all-new ESPN LA app.
I'm going to Morongo to win a new pontoon boat. I wonder if they'll let me back the trailer up and test it in the Oasis pool. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
We're giving away a Manitou Cruise pontoon boat. Be here May 31st, 10 p.m. to win.
Number 2.
Rewards members get a free nautical keychain Memorial Day while supplies last.
And the number 1 reason.
Happy hour at Mosen. Half-price drinks Monday through Thursday, 2 to 5 p.m. Friday, noon to 5 p.m.
Morongo. Good times.
This is a test of the emergency alert system. This is only a test.
Hey guys, if you're heading into summer without a medical emergency kit, you're taking a risk most people don't think about until it's too late. Summer colds linger and can turn into sinus infections that could last for weeks. Getting sick right before vacation can derail everything. And when you're traveling, finding a doctor and a pharmacy can be really stressful. That's why I ordered a medical emergency kit. It's like having an urgent care and a pharmacy right at home. It includes essential prescriptions like amoxicillin and generic Z-Packs to treat wide ranges of common and serious illnesses. So if you wake up sick, at home or on the road, you already have what you need. No waiting for your doctor, no hours at urgent care, no pharmacy lines, no copays. You just match your symptoms to the right prescription in your guidebook, or you call the telemedicine doctor standing by. Start on your bed sooner and feel better faster. Every home needs at least one medical emergency kit. Order yours online in minutes and it's shipped to your door. Save $45 with our promo code 710 at urgentcarekit.com/710. Promo code is 710 at urgentcarekit.com/710.
The NFL schedule dropped, and it's time to settle up. There's road trips to plan, hotels to book, tickets to split, tailgates to cover, scores to settle, all the things for the season. But now, when you send $10 or more to a friend with PayPal by May 28th, you could win 2 tickets to every home game of your favorite team. Yep, the whole season. Visit paypal.com/P2P sweeps. No purchase necessary. See website for details, including how to enter by mail. Brought to you by PayPal, official peer-to-peer payment sponsor of the NFL.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance tech at a university, he knows ordering from multiple suppliers takes time away from keeping their arena up and running. That's why he counts on Grainger to get everything he needs, from lighting and HVAC parts to plumbing supplies, all in one place. And with fast, dependable delivery, he's stocked and ready for the next tip-off. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Collectors, Front Row Card Show is back at the Pasadena Convention Center, May 23rd and 24th. Biggest show ever!
Baseball, football, basketball, and hockey cards.
Plus Pokemon, Marvel, Star Wars, and comic books.
CSA, CGC, and JSA will be there.
So bring your cards, comics, and autographs to sell, trade,
or get them graded. 770 tables.
Thousands of dollars in free prizes. Don't miss it! Front Row Card Show, Pasadena Convention Center, Saturday and Sunday, May 23rd and 24th, 11 to 5.
For more info, go to frontrowcardshow.com.
That's frontrowcardshow.com.
The OGs of LA Sports Radio.
I'm a babyface and John's a heel.
John's not a heel.
Exactly. John's the heel.
This is the 1%'s a heel.
He's a heel.
Well, I'm Mr. 1% and I own it.
Back to Steve Mason and John Ireland.
So I was just talking to Momo about this, and I want to ask you specifically, and
I didn't know
get to
Cher ever recorded a version of Walking in Memphis. Did you?
Did. Isn't she going on tour this summer?
No.
She's 80 today.
She's 80.
Huh?
It's her birthday today.
Oh,
she's 80.
I saw her at Cyndi Lauper's final concert last year at the Bowl, and she brought Cher out on stage with her. And I was like,
that's
what?
Cool. That's cool.
I was like, I didn't know she. And then I read that Cher might be doing a few dates this summer.
I want to ask one more question about Wemby before we get to
You can
El
ask
Cheapo
as many as you
owner
want.
in Portland. So I asked you this off the air. I'm going to ask it on.
Yeah, it's fine.
Wemby has this mythology around him now because of the monks and all the stuff that
Also, he's
done.
7'5".
He's 7'5". He doesn't look like. Is that authentic or is that something he's building?
I think it's both.
Okay.
I think he is totally authentic all the time. That's why people like him. When he speaks, he's extremely thoughtful. I don't feel like he's coming up with a Nike commercial all the time. He doesn't even really do that many Nike commercials.
Yeah.
Remember Kobe used to write his Nike commercials?
Mm-hmm.
Like it was always like Kobe was very aware of his mythology and mystique. And it was authentic, but it was also part of the marketing.
Right.
Wemby, I think, lets other people do the marketing, but he is aware that he should be exclusive, that he should. He gave an interview when he was in Paris early on before he even got drafted to Brian Windhorst, and there was a quote in there I read, and I went, oh, okay, he's aware of this. Like he said, like if you look at I looked up for this story, I looked up what endorsements he has. Because you notice he's not in every commercial.
Mm-hmm.
Like when you expect that he's the man of the moment, he would be in every State Farm commercial or every.
Is he in more in France? Like Shohei? Shohei's everywhere in Japan.
I don't know that he is. I looked it up. The things he has brands, he has associations with are Nike, and they do all his own commercials. They do these alien commercials. He doesn't even have a shoe out yet, by the way. Louis Vuitton.
Yeah.
Some kind of water thing.
Yeah.
Fanatics. and maybe like one other thing that's not doing a lot of ads.
So he's making himself a little scarce.
Yeah, he understands the value of
that's smart.
exclusivity.
Yeah.
And not oversaturating yourself.
All right, top athletes, big moments one night. The OC Sports Awards, hosted by Travis Rogers, are June the 18th at Angels Stadium. Celebrate greatness. Be part of one of Orange County's premier sports nights. Get your tickets now at theocsportsawards.org. So this guy, Tom Dundon, owns the Portland Trailblazers, spent several $1 billion on this thing, and now it's almost like it's a teardown. He is so cheap. What is going on? How did he get into this exclusive owners club?
I was going to say, like, I think Momo, he owns the Carolina Hurricanes, who are a really successful hockey team, and I think that's what the NBA owners saw and said, oh, this would be a good guy to have in our league. And they had no idea that he was going to come in here and just
there is a little more to this story.
Okay.
The sale process of this team was very convoluted. Paul Allen was the owner. Okay, he passed away a few years ago. It took a really long time to sell the team after he passed away.
His sister Jody inherited the team, right? Okay.
And I want to say this without, because it's not fully vetted yet. Okay, so I don't want to say I'm reporting this, but this is what I think. I think that Jody and some of the other older owners still have some relationship with the team with Tom Dundon, and that was part of the deal.
Okay.
But I think there was another group that wanted to just buy it outright. I think Phil Knight was a part of that group. There's a few other team groups that were trying to buy the team. And there was some messiness to one of the main minority owners who was putting a lot of money into the deal, was with the other group first, and then it looked like they weren't going to get the team, so they switched sides. There's a lawsuit pending on that. Our old buddy Bill Oram, who's a columnist with the Oregonian now, he's writing all about these lawsuits and also about the possibility he may relocate the team because there's some lease issues up there in Portland.
Wow.
And he has not actually said 100% no. That door is still kind of open, and it has to do with the lease at the stadium.
How do you build a relationship with a city if you're
seem
holding that
important to
over
him.
their heads?
He doesn't care.
So, and I think, look, he made his money in subprime car loans or something. Like, it's not some... I also think that when you do something that is success, so he is, I think there's certainly room to run a more efficient business. Okay, efficient is code word that consultants use for laying people off and cutting things. And stuff. There was a couple good stories up there in Oregon. They said they used to have an acronym because the team ran very fat. Okay, so there was this acronym SPAM, spending Paul Allen's money.
Oh, okay.
They he had gobs of money. Nobody was really watching, the bottom line. They didn't care. It didn't matter. Okay, he's gone now. There's a new owner in town. There's certainly fat that can be trimmed. But I was around that team in the first round of the playoffs. It was really sad to me.
Yeah.
This is the first time they'd made the playoffs in 5 years. They got Dame Lillard back. Thiago Splitter did an amazing job taking over for Chauncey Billups after that whole scene at the beginning of the year. And instead of talking about them being back in the playoffs, we're talking about how they're not giving away free shirts and traveling to two-way players and, they wouldn't pay for an extra night at the hotel. Now, he did a podcast there with Rich Paul.
Yep.
That made sense.
I listened to the whole thing.
Yeah.
I thought I don't think he came off well on that. I know Rich and Max showered him with compliments, but
Rich has a lot of clients on that team.
Yeah.
Just say that.
I thought,
okay.
I thought after listening to that whole podcast in its entirety that this guy's just cheap. And I mean, he's a successful businessman.
Yep.
And he paid $4 billion for the team, so he gets to do what he wants. He laid off 70 people today.
That's a lot of people, and
every
people knew that was coming.
70 people.
Yeah,
it's not that big of an organization.
Every other team could do that if they wanted to. They just don't. And I think that he looked at his expenses for the hockey team and he said, "I have $100 million more expenses with my basketball team than I do with my hockey team. I'm going to cut costs." And so the way he decided to do that was to make people check out of hotels and don't give away T-shirts. But the main way is he fired people.
Yeah.
And people knew that was coming, John. Like Kevin Calabro is a great TV announcer. So the radio guys kind of knew, we're probably,
Well, what they did.
They'll just simulcast the game.
Yeah. What they did in Carolina, when Chick was the Laker announcer, they simulcast the game. So Chick did radio and TV.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You can make more money. And the reason why nobody simulcasts anymore, if you split those things up, like we sell ads for things you can't sell on TV.
Yeah.
and TV sells ads, like puts visual things that we can't sell on the radio. So you can maximize profits by doing that. What he's going to do is go the other way. I think he's going to say, we don't need to hire radio and TV announcers. We'll just have TV announcers do both.
And the same thing with the coach. Okay, so there's this idea that he's lowballing coaches, which is, I think it's true. I mean, I report on this during the playoffs. Thiago Splitter was given a raise when he took over. After a little while, it wasn't immediate after he took over, right? For a little while, by Jody Allen and the current regime, but it was in consultation with Tom Dundon's group, and then when they discussed an extension, it was like lower. It was like basically what he was making as an assistant for just a couple of years,
right?
But I think he believes like, well, we could, if you don't want this, then we'll find someone who will,
right?
And I actually think he will. There's enough really good assistant coaches who are grinders who are looking for that opportunity that might take that job.
Okay, listen. Last thing for you. Last night, Ireland and I had a little debate here. Do you think the Cavs would have been better off losing by 22 or, as they did, blow a 22-point lead?
I better off losing by 22.
Yeah,
I'm in the minority.
It was
then.
a dagger.
I know.
I mean, it was
because
honestly,
I want to play the best I can play, and if I get beat with a big comeback, at least I can say, you know what? For three quarters, we had them.
They put a lot of energy out there. That's the reason why. Is because I think they came off a 7-game series. They expended a lot of energy there. They had one rest day.
Not like they could have used a timeout somewhere along the way.
Well, Momo, I'll take it a step further. I thought that was coaching malpractice.
Yeah.
That might have been one of the worst coached. And Kenny Atkinson's a good guy, and he's very well liked around the league. He was an assistant at Golden State before he took this job. Everybody up there really likes him.
Yep.
His reputation's great. He had a very bad night.
Yeah.
He, the biggest thing he did was he kept those timeouts in his pocket, and maybe he didn't know.
Yeah.
But I can't imagine he didn't.
Yeah, they were use them or lose them. Yeah.
In the NBA, your timeouts are lose them or use them or lose them.
Yeah.
And he said, well, I like to have timeouts at the end of the game. You were going to have 2 timeouts at the end of the game, whether you use those other 2 or not.
Yeah.
And then the James Harden thing is inexplicable. I had one player text me today that 10 years ago they wouldn't have let James Harden guard Jalen Brunson. And that was 10 years ago when he was in his 20s. Now he's 37?
Yeah.
And he doesn't defend?
And he's not a bad defender. He's an okay team defender. He's got long arms. He will try, but he's gassed. He's been playing so many minutes and carrying such a load for them. Like to ask him to expend that much energy on defense is really hard, especially after they just came off that other series.
All right. Who do you like tonight?
I think Oklahoma gets this one.
Yeah, me too.
They better. It's over.
Yeah.
I know if they don't get this one, they're in trouble.
They can't go to San Antonio down 0-2.
Ooh.
No.
And plus, I think you actually tweeted this the other night. We won 7 games of this.
Oh my God.
Yeah. No,
it's so entertaining.
Spectacular. Yeah.
I'm actually rooting for I normally wouldn't, but I'm rooting for the Thunder tonight just because I want the series to drag out.
I'm so excited about the next 5 to 7 years.
Yeah.
of seeing this in the playoffs.
All right. Hey, can I get that Monk's number?
WeChat.
WeChat.
Yeah. WeChat.
I need some face to face, some
Okay.
meditative thoughts.
I think he would talk to you.
All right,
he
good.
was very chatty.
Good. All right. Coming up next for you. Thank you very much, Monk.
You're welcome. Thanks for having
me. Radio station in New York goes after our guy Joe Davis, and we don't think that's okay. We'll do that coming up next. Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Mornings in LA start with Sedano and Cap.
Luka has done that on the floor. He needs to do it for himself.
Weekdays starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN LA.
As passionate as George is, we disagree about this all the time. I'm a locker room dynamics guy, and I'm of the opinion that when you have somebody who's been as successful as LeBron for as long as he's been great, he's made as much money as he's made, he's gotten as much influence as he has, all of these things, it is impossible, in my opinion, for any other individual to become the true leader.
That's a you problem, is what I would say. That is a you problem. If you can't walk in a room with another alpha and meet their alphaness to get eye to eye, you're the problem, not the other guy.
Yeah, I don't see it that way. I really don't see it that way, George.
Well, then maybe you're a beta.
The Morning Show with Sedano and Cap. Weekdays starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN Los Angeles.
Looking for a vodka with standards? Blue Ice delivers. American made from Idaho potatoes, gluten-free, non-GMO, and only 64 calories an ounce. Enjoy the classic Huckleberry with lemonade or award-winning double espresso. Blue Ice vodka, premium taste, nothing extra.
Hey, LA County, it's time to vote. Return your ballot early at any official ballot drop box. Visit plan.lavote.gov to make your voting plan today. That's plan.lavote.gov. Brought to you by the Los Angeles County Registrar.
Download to see if you qualify. Not all customers will qualify. Transfer fees may apply. No Albert subscription required. Albert is not a bank. Albert Instant Loans are issued by FinWise Bank, member FDIC. Not an actual client. Terms apply.
Kylie, what's wrong? I just got hit with a car repair bill. I'm behind on rent, and I feel like I can never save any money.
Have you tried the Albert app? Albert is your financial assistant, helping you find ways to save and create custom budgets to actually grow your money. Plus, you can get up to $10,000 for big expenses or advance up to $1,000 fast when you need cash right away.
Albert can get me up to $10,000?
Exactly. Albert spots you in a pinch and helps you grow your money in the long run.
I'm downloading Albert right now.
Download the Albert app and use promo code SMART to borrow up to $10,000 for whatever you need. The Albert app helps you budget better and save more money so you reach your financial goals faster. Download the Albert app right now and use promo code SMART to borrow up to $10,000. Use code SMART to borrow up to $10,000.
The biggest show on the radio.
Mason, Ireland, you guys are clowns.
Screw you, Josh.
Damn.
Mason and Ireland on 710.
Mason and Ireland are clowns. That's going to be a drop.
Well, why not?
Back to the guys.
It's Cher's 80th birthday. Are we out of Cher songs yet, or we still got some more? So what I think about when I think of Cher, John, in this song, is that
the movie Groundhog Day?
Well, no, I was actually thinking the old variety show, Sonny and Cher.
Right, which was a big hit.
It was a big hit in the 70s, and the big deal was, remember, they got a divorce. Sonny and Cher got a divorce.
Yeah.
And they came back and did the show again as divorced, and it was fascinating to watch them after
and
they
just
had
made
split.
fun of each other. Yeah,
Exactly. All right, so John, WFAN in New York, they have a problem with Joe Davis, and this is Evan Robert, who's a host on
Roberts. I think it's plural.
Evan Roberts. Yep. He unloaded on Joe. Listen to this.
He was mocking us.
Oh, let me just add a point to this. So he was doing the Saturday game between the Yankees and the Mets.
Right. And Roberts is a Mets fan.
Correct.
All right, here you go.
He was mocking us. And so Met fans, you're right. And the truth is, Joe Davis is a really good announcer, and he's probably a really good guy. But Joe Davis has become a clown for the Los Angeles Dodgers, and we all hear it. And I am not one to do this because, again, I thought Joe Buck was great. I never thought Joe Buck was rooting or hated the Yankees or hated the Mets. I always thought that was BS. I'd argue with my brother-in-law about it because he hated Joe Buck. I never thought Joe Buck did that. I think Joe Davis does. I think he's a Dodger fanboy. Yep. I think he wants to just make love to Shohei Ohtani every time he talks about him. I just get that from him, and I don't know. Yeah. I wish it would stop. And he's a great broadcaster, and I'll admit it. But for now, I think Joe Davis is a Dodger shill, and it's obnoxious. And I'd give him this advice. Not that he cares. He doesn't care. Don't go to the Dodger parade and be the MC. It's a bad look. It just is. Like, you're sitting there as the national voice, and now you're pom-pom waving at the Dodger parade? Yeah. I mean, come on, man. And the other thing that Met fans were angry about, and I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do the whole exercise. But if you listen to the other calls that were pro-Mets, he was very quiet and not as excited. Which may be looking into it a tad much, but there were feelings like, why wasn't he excited on the call? Why didn't he mock the Yankees on the Carlos Rodon wild pitch and then error? Like, that was a circus play. Every Yankee fan knows that. They were mad at Rodon, and he did not go, oh, the Yankees. He didn't do that. So, he is what he is.
Yeah, in that game, by the way, the outfielder, I think his name is Ben Jay, Jason Ben Jay. He dropped a ball, and Joe said, oh, no, the Mets. That was his, and I think that's what they're specifically reacting to, that he wouldn't do that to the Dodgers. Now, Joe Davis, obviously, friend of ours, I think is an elite broadcaster, and I am of the belief that You can do two things at one time. You can be the Dodgers play-by-play guy and the national guy, and you can MC the he's a Dodgers employee. Of course he should be part of the celebration afterwards. And the Shohei Ohtani thing, they're obviously just envious that we have Shohei Ohtani, and they spent all their money on Juan Soto.
I think that this is a eye of the beholder thing. For example, they were talking about Joe Buck. You, for years, said Joe Buck hates the Dodgers.
Yes.
He never did.
Yeah, he did. He does.
So
Still does, by the way.
So the way you feel about Joe Buck, they feel about Joe Davis. So it makes sense to me.
Right.
Because you were wrong about Joe Buck, and they're wrong about Joe Davis.
Yes. The difference is I was joking, and they're not. I like Razin.
I don't think they're mad at him. I think they were just looking for content. Joe's too good to make fun of.
Yeah, he really is.
But Joe Buck, when he was on with us, said he's heard from every team in Major League Baseball, why do you hate us?
Right.
Because they knew he started as the Cardinals.
By the way, I will say this. John Smoltz definitely hates the Dodgers.
He does not
John
hate
Smoltz
the Dodgers.
is obsessed with hating
But
on the Dodgers.
This comes from their Mets fans, so it's coming from a place of their sensitive. Like you are a Dodger fan, so you are sensitive about when they said anything about the Dodgers. Those guys are sensitive about the Mets. I think this story is a nothing burger. It's just guys yelling at the moon.
I mean, are they upset about Mike Breen being the voice of the Eastern Conference Finals,
No, because
but also in the Knicks?
He's
exactly.
their guy.
He's their guy.
As he calls, if people don't know, he is the voice of the Knicks.
Yes.
And so he calls all the Knicks games in addition to these national games. But I don't feel like Mike Breen gets as much chatter about him doing both.
Yeah, I just don't see any issue with it at all. Joe is a tremendous broadcaster. It's just a matter of
And
time.
the weird
before
thing about him coming in the Dodger parade, he works for the Dodgers. You can't tell your boss no.
Yeah.
Your boss asks you to do something, you got to do it. We talk about it all the time. It's the hardest part of any job is doing what your boss wants, even when you don't want to do it. Joe can't tell Mark Walter and Lon Rosa no.
No.
Come on.
Absolutely not. All right, so Angels fans are fighting back, John. They are furious with Artie Moreno. There are guys with their shirts off at Angels Stadium. I want to play you a little bit of the chanting that has been going on at Angels Stadium.
Gotta believe it hit Peraza.
Yes.
And Wayne and Doobie can't even make reference to it.
No, it's like it's so loud and they cannot reference it at all. They're trying to call a ball game. Now, is this the beginning of Angels fans revolting? Pitchforks, torches to the castle.
The only way that would work, the pitchfork, torches, castle plan, is if they stop going to the games.
You don't think that just showing up, taking your shirt off, and yelling, sell the team already sucks?
Because what all those guys with their shirts off did? They bought tickets, and that money goes right in Artie's pocket.
So is he, because most people can be embarrassed, is he unembarrassable at this point?
Yeah, I always say that about Michael. Michael Thompson's unembarrassable. Try and embarrass Michael.
Yeah.
You can't do it.
Do you think Artie is unembarrassable at this point?
Yeah, and I don't, even worse, I think he absolutely does not care what his fans think.
I agree.
He just doesn't.
Yeah.
He could have sold
What if they all get rabies because of the
Oh, yeah. What about the
stuff
possum or the rodents,
Well,
the vermin?
remember when Frank McCourt missed payroll for like one day, Major League Baseball used it as an excuse to get him out. Maybe the rats are the excuse they need. Like if a fan did get rabies.
Yep.
And made it and went and came on our show and went on with all the other shows and it became a thing. Maybe baseball uses that.
All right, so if you're a really big Angels fan, I hear you 5 out there. Go sacrifice yourself. Get bitten by one of the vermin.
And you could change the fortunes of the team.
Artie will sell the team.
Totally worth it. Totally worth it. And by the way, you'll get a medal for that. Angel fans will love you for that. All right, coming up next, we're going to do some fast track. We're getting ready for Dodgers tonight. Shohei Ohtani both hitting and pitching. Western Conference Finals Game 2. It'll be Wemby versus Shea. Big night for TV. And by the way, you know where is a great place to watch every single game? Cosm. They've got the NBA, the NHL playoffs going on right now. In the Dome, you will feel like you're on the wood if you go to an NBA. You'll feel like you're on the glass if you go to an NHL playoff game. It is so real. You're right there. And at Cosm, You're not just watching the playoffs. You're in a massive 87-foot wraparound LED display. I have been there. I go on a pretty regular basis. Like I went to see, this was so cool. I saw Game 7 of the World Series last year in shared reality. I've gone to see football. I've gone to see NBA. I've gone to see The Matrix. I've gone to see Willy Wonka. I'm telling you, all this stuff in shared reality will blow you away. And by the way, the World Cup is coming up. So if you want details, go to Cosm.com/FIFA World Cup. And actually, it is Cosm.com/FIFA. And you can get all the tickets. You can see all of the World Cup games in shared reality. I'm telling you, get all the details. Go to Cosm.com. That's COSM.com. Cosm.com. It will change the way you view sports forever. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
DeMarco and Travis have taken over Afternoon Drive. Weekdays starting at 3 p.m.
Is my scalp still crispy? Like kind
No,
of pink
you
and
do.
red?
A little bit. Look all right.
It is a little red.
Good Lord,
Now
Travis.
you can see it.
You look like a turkey.
Dude, I burned the you-know-what out of my scalp. I didn't realize that the top of my head could get as burned as it is. Like washing my hair and combing my hair, it's agonizing.
I see you put a hat on, but the hat probably is going to irritate the thing,
I
right?
should have had a hat on when I was outside.
You got to wear a hat now, bro.
So I'm like, I'm going to jump in the shower. That water hit my head.
Oh, God.
Man.
That's painful.
See, back in the day, turf burns.
Oh,
on that
yeah.
ass. Oh, my God. Showers were the worst, but I feel you. See, Laura, this is what I mean. I am not interested in direct sunlight for that right there.
You're not wrong.
Put something over me.
Afternoons with DeMarco and Travis starting at 3 p.m. on 710 ESPN. The all-new ESPN LA app. And live on YouTube.
Hey, everybody, it's Cap. I'm here with Angie from Angelica's Insurance. Every team needs a strong defense, and when it comes to protecting what matters most, they've got you covered.
That's right. From auto and home to renters, business, and life insurance, we built a game plan tailored just for you.
And if life throws a penalty your way, like a DUI, for example,
we got you. We specialize in DUIs, SR22 coverage, getting you back on the road fast and affordably. Visit angelicas-ins.com or call 1-888-717-0773 for your free quote today.
So I'm in Mike Capozio's office here at Rotolo Chevrolet. And Mike, every time I hear an ad, everybody is number one. How is there more than one number one?
Number one here, number one there. And fortunately for me, Chevrolet tells us who's number one.
So we're talking huge inventory, Chevy cars and trucks, SUVs, everything you could want. That's how you stay number one. And
you got to have the inventory to give to the people, but you need the people in the building to take care of the people that are coming into our building. No one does better with a customer than we do.
That's how you stay on top for more than a decade. Go online at rotolochevy.com.
Hey, everybody, summer is calling, and I want you to snag early savings at SeaWorld San Diego while they last. Take the plunge into the brand new Shark Encounter opening May 22nd, where jaw-dropping shark species await. You can even feed the sharks. Then catch big laughs in Sea Lions tonight and gear up for splash-filled fun at the all-new Dolphin Adventures. Plus, get pumped for headlining concerts featuring Ying Yang Twins, Soulja Boy, Paul Wall, Skillet, and more, all included with park admission. Tickets are just $59.99. Hurry, this offer won't last long.
The home of Rams football, and now the home of The Rich Eisen Show. Weekdays 9 a.m. to noon, KSPN Los Angeles, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
And it is 2 p.m. in the Southland on the biggest show on the radio, Mason and Ireland.
It is time for Fast Track.
Fast Track.
The return of Fast Track, driven by our friends at Cerritos Auto Square. Why do more people buy their car at Cerritos Auto Square than from any other location in Southern California? Easy. With 24 dealerships side by side, car shoppers can find the right car at the right price at the right location. Cerritos Auto Square. Learn more at CerritosAutoSquare.com.
Time for Fast Track.
Down low is 350Q, 3.25 horsepower, 4-speed, 410 gears, 10 coats of competition orange, hand rubbed lacquer with a blue plane manifold, open race cams.
Fast Track on Mason and Ireland.
Time for Fast Track. Take it away, Mason.
Zoom, zoom, man.
So I am a big fan of the podcast Part of My Take, and one of the hosts is Big Cat, and he has been collecting very specific, obscure memorabilia from sports.
Okay.
Here's what he's been collecting so far. He got a Bills Stadium trough from the bathrooms.
Classic, yeah.
And he put it in the offices there.
Nice.
The Boise State blue turf 10-yard line, where someone got in a fight on it or something like that. So that's what he wanted. the Chargers Get Chargered Up big banner poster. It's like the size of that room. Like if you wrap the whole room in it.
Got it.
The 2014 Colts AFC finalist banner. So they make it to the AFC Championship game and lose. And then in 2020, Florida State was ranked 4th going into the tournament. Tournament's canceled because of COVID. So they hung a banner that was Florida State's 2020 number 4 final ranking banner. So he is now.
They hung a banner for finishing 4th.
We're number 4.
Exactly. The banner says season canceled.
Yep.
But number 4. So he is in possession of all these things. So of these that I just listed, what would we want to have if we had to? If Big Cat gave us one, which one would we want?
I want the blue field.
Okay.
I want Boise State's blue 10-yard line.
I want the trough. Yep. I will not miss anymore.
You have a habit of missing?
Yes. Do you ever miss, John?
Not in a trough.
No, not in a trough, but I mean in real life. Do you ever miss at home?
No.
Oh, I miss at home all the time.
Brian, do you miss at home?
Yeah, it happens.
It happens. Okay. It happens. So the trough makes it easy.
At your big age? Come on, Mason.
Yeah. No. By the way, I would like the Lakers in-season tournament banner.
Yes. I think we should get that if it ever
you
comes
may
down.
be the only one who wants it. Go take it.
They're all joke memorabilia. So that would be perfect.
No, I think if you went into crypto after we got off the show today and took it, no one would even look for it.
You think?
Yeah.
They're also trying to get JSN's messed up trophy.
His messed up
trophy.
Yeah, I would think that's perfect for them.
Another good one. All right. Hey, come hang out with the Mason and Ireland show featuring Beto Duran and Marcus Grant next Thursday from noon to 3 at Chino City Hall for the Oral Hershiser Chevrolet grand opening celebration. Join Dodgers legend Oral Hershiser, special guests, community leaders, and more for an exciting afternoon celebrating Chino's newest dealership, all thanks to Hershiser Chevrolet. BC, what do you got?
Track.
All right, we were talking about the Mets last section. There's a couple things from last night's game. First, they gave up a Little League inside the park grand slam, James Wood.
Yeah, that was
pretty
crazy.
Fun play. Yeah.
Yep.
Also, yesterday, they were getting a lot of flack. So they had a rookie debut yesterday, Nick Morabito, and he wore number 8. And that's late Gary Carter, Hall of Famer for the Mets, number 8. And hasn't been worn in 25 years. Not retired, though.
Okay.
During the game, I guess they were getting tons of feedback from fans, people complaining. Even Howie Rose on their radio broadcast said, "Hey, we hear you guys. We hear the complaints."
Really? Wow.
Right after the game, right after they announced, "Hey, he's gonna reverse. He's not gonna be number 8 anymore. I think he's changing to 55." But they caved instantly. Do you like that they? First of all, this is a miss on the Mets that they let a Hall of Famer, number kind of get out there.
Yep.
And that are you surprised that they reversed that? Hey,
but the number isn't retired, right?
Right. But he is in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, it would be the equivalent of somebody like the Lakers and Dodgers keep it pretty simple. You make the Hall of Fame, we retire your number. But it would be like giving someone LeBron's number next year if LeBron doesn't play.
Right.
The Nuggets are in that situation.
Well, the Nuggets are in a weird spot because Carmelo and Jokic both wore number 15. Nobody thought Jokic would amount to anything, so they just gave him Carmelo's 15, and now he's the best player in Nuggets history. So you can't retire both Carmelo and Jokic. It's probably just going to be for Jokic now.
Yeah. The number's not retired, but I think the player, who's the player?
Nick Morabito.
Yeah, I don't think if I was Nick, I would want that number.
Right.
I would want a clean number, not one that's associated with one of the great catchers in the history of the game.
I would just had hope that somebody would have told him that in that organization, but they're
right.
Mets.
The
I
organization.
ended up eating dinner with Gary Carter one night.
Oh yeah.
Remember Hank Bauer down in San Diego?
I do. Hank Bauer.
Hank played for the Chargers, but he grew up playing high school sports with Gary, and so we were both working a Padres Mets game, and Bauer says to me, "Hey, I'm going to Bennigan's to have dinner with Gary Carter," and hung out with him for like 2 hours. It couldn't have been nicer. Right? No longer with us, right? We lost Gary?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, yeah.
BC called it.
I said late Gary Carter. So.
Yeah, late Gary. By the way, Hank Bauer, you know what I think of when I think of him? Him getting really pissed off at us. Do you remember this? We did a bit. He was on 760 KFMB. Okay. And we did a bit when we were at the Mighty 690 where one of the things you had to have to win was to call into another radio station and somehow mention Mason and Ireland and then present that tape back to us. And I remember somebody called into Dr. Laura and got it. Somebody called into Hank Bauer, multiple people to Hank Bauer. It was such a great bit. I don't think we would ever do it again, would we?
And
it's
Hank,
a funny
the
bit.
next time he saw us, just lit into us.
Oh, my God.
He was all bent.
Hated that. You're screwing up my show. All right, there you have it. There's your first part of Fast Track.
By the way, Gary Carter died of aggressive form of brain cancer in 2012.
Oh, wow.
He's been gone for 14 years. He was only 57 when he died.
So, John, I don't know if you saw this or not, but there's a report by Sam Amick and Mike Vorkanoff.
Both good writers, both at The Athletic.
From The Athletic. They say the NBA might choose to televise the lottery drawing next year, a departure from the whole backroom envelopes thing. To me,
I'd watch.
It becomes so dramatic if you're watching the balls bounce around and you're waiting to see who's going to pop up.
Why not?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you televise that?
Because otherwise, there's always going to be conspiracy. Cooper Flagg going to Dallas.
Yeah.
There's conspiracy
Did you see what
over
Tom
that.
Dunn did and the Portland owner said?
No.
He wants to use marbles instead of ping pong balls because they're smaller and cheaper.
Smaller and cheaper.
Of course he would say that.
Of
Okay, guys.
course he does.
I made that up.
Yeah.
I
That's good,
just
though.
saw something interesting.
Yeah.
And I verified this before I go out here,
Good.
that it's not just photoshopped. But LeBron James just liked an Instagram story or post of like an edit of himself in a Cavaliers jersey that says "Come home." Can you read anything into this? He liked this Instagram post, his main profile.
Yep.
And it's on this Raw Footage Records Instagram page. What do we think?
Well, Mace, this is your prediction, right? That LeBron is playing for the Cavs next year?
Absolutely. I think that's coming. I honestly think that is the perfect finish to go back to where it all started. Makes sense to me about LeBron.
Do you want to change your percentages, John, with that information?
Oh, yeah. You're going to change your percentages.
No.
You're not.
I think that, let's see if somebody, well, you heard that call. What was that caller's name? Portia?
No, Keisha.
Keisha. You heard Keisha. The disrespect for LeBron amongst Laker fans is staggering.
Yeah.
So that's why I've got it 49-49. I think that if I was treated the way he's been treated, I would think about leaving.
Yeah, tell me if you think this is fair, though. I mean, in Cleveland, he's beloved.
Correct.
I say the rest of the world is like, it's black and white. It is like, love him, hate him. I think in most towns, it's love him, hate him. Do you disagree with that? I think if you went to Chicago, it's love and hate him. I think if you went to...
I think most fan bases would kill to have him on their team just because he's 25-8-8 every night.
But you don't think it's loving him and hating him all over the place?
No, I don't think the hate of LeBron is as big in other markets as it is here. For whatever reason, Laker fans, at least half of them, don't want LeBron. We see it every day when we do this show. The people like Keisha come out of the woodwork every single day. And if I'm LeBron, I'm like, hey, I could go play somewhere where I'd be appreciated.
Yeah, sure. And they certainly would in Cleveland. To me, that makes a ton of sense. A ton of sense. All right, we got some more Fast Track coming up for you next. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
It is Fast Track on Mason and Ireland on 710 ESPN, the all-new ESPN LA app, and always on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles, driven by Cerritos Auto Square.
It is time for Fast Track.
Fast Track.
Why do more people buy their car at Cerritos Auto Square than from any other location in Southern California? Easy. With 24 dealerships side by side, car shoppers can find the right car at the right price at the right location. Cerritos Auto Square. Learn more at CerritosAutoSquare.com.
Time for Fast Track.
More Fast Track next.
The personalities you know.
The teams you love.
First down throw, right side screen. Puka with blockers. The 10, the 5. Now they're cooking with gas. Touchdown Puka Nacua. Touchdown LA from down 21.
The teams you love.
The station you spend time with every day.
LA's mega sports station.
ESPN LA 710 and the all-new ESPN LA app.
Collectors, Front Row Card Show is back at the Pasadena Convention Center, May 23rd and 24th. Biggest show ever! Baseball, football, basketball, and hockey cards, plus Pokemon, Marvel, Star Wars, and comic books. CSA, CGC, and JSA will be there. So bring your cards, comics, and autographs to sell, trade, or get them graded. 770 tables. Thousands of dollars in free prizes. Don't miss it. Front Row Card Show, Pasadena Convention Center, Saturday and Sunday, May 23rd and 24th, 11 to 5. For more info, go to frontrowcardshow.com. That's frontrowcardshow.com.
It's Bethel Duran, and you know how much I love my Toyota. And right now, the deals are sizzling at Northridge and Wondries Toyota. Get a brand new 2026 Camry for just $389 a month for 36 months, $4,999 due at signing, or finance for just 4.99% APR for 60 months. What about a brand new Tacoma? I'm thinking of doing this. You can lease for just $279 a month for 36 months, $4,999 due at signing, or you can finance for just 2.99% APR for 48 months. In the 818, go see NorthridgeToyota.com. In the 626, WondriesToyota.com.
Introducing our new Chili Crisp Dumplings, a spicy twist on a Waba favorite. Bold, crunchy, and tossed and fiery. Chili Crisp. That's our new Chili Crisp Dumplings. Get them today, only at Waba Grill. It's for you.
Hey guys, if you're heading into summer without a medical emergency kit, you're taking a risk most people don't think about until it's too late. Summer colds linger and can turn into sinus infections that could last for weeks. Getting sick right before vacation can derail everything. And when you're traveling, finding a doctor and a pharmacy can be really stressful. That's why I ordered a medical emergency kit. It's like having an urgent care and a pharmacy right at home. It includes essential prescriptions like amoxicillin and generic Z-Packs to treat wide ranges of common and serious illnesses. So if you wake up sick, at home or on the road, you already have what you need. No waiting for your doctor, no hours at urgent care, no pharmacy lines, no copays. You just match your symptoms to the right prescription in your guidebook, or you call the telemedicine doctor standing by. Start on your bed sooner and feel better faster. Every home needs at least one medical emergency kit. Order yours online in minutes and it's shipped to your door. Save $45 with our promo code 710 at urgentcarekit.com/710. Promo code is 710 at urgentcarekit.com/710.
Evan Cohen here. In life, as in sports, the pros make it look easy. That's why pro golfers like Jason Day, Ben Griffin, and Patton Kazire trust the pros in lawn care. True Green. They have the experience and expertise to give you a lawn worthy of the PGA Tour. And since True Green does the work for you, you get more free time, or more tee times. So stop stressing over your lawn and start loving it. Sign up now at TrueGreen.com, because nobody makes it easier to get a golf course quality lawn than True Green, the official lawn care treatment provider of the PGA Tour. The NFL schedule dropped, and it's time to settle up. There's road trips to plan, hotels to book, tickets to split, tailgates to cover, scores to settle, all the things for the season. But now, when you send $10 or more to a friend with PayPal by May 28th, you could win 2 tickets to every home game of your favorite team. Yep, the whole season. Visit paypal.com/P2P sweeps. No purchase necessary. See website for details, including how to enter by mail. Brought to you by PayPal, official peer-to-peer payment sponsor of the NFL.
Fast Track.
And it is Fast Track on 710 ESPN. Mason and Ireland on the all-new ESPN LA app, 7:10 a.m. and always on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles. Fast Track now back in the 2 p.m. hour on Mason and Ireland, driven by Cerritos Auto Square. Why do more people buy their car at Cerritos Auto Square than from any other location in Southern California? Easy. With 24 dealerships side by side, car shoppers can find the right car at the right price at the right location. Cerritos Auto Square. Learn more at CerritosAutoSquare.com. Once again, back to Fast Track and back to Mason and Ireland on 710.
Vroom, vroom, man.
There's a very prestigious film festival going on right now called the Cannes Film Festival. If you don't know about the Cannes Film Festival, it's in the French Riviera, and it's about world cinema is the key.
Yes.
To this. It's a lot, not just American, but it's across the world. So they have a jury that decides who wins awards at this Cannes Film Festival, and it's usually big movie stars. Greta Gerwig has been one of the jurors before. I think this year Park Chan-wook is a Korean director. He's the head juror. Anyway, Jacob Elordi was offered a chance to be a Cannes juror. He would have been one of the youngest Cannes jurors in its history. Okay. But he just turned it down, citing that he has a foot injury, therefore did not want to travel to Cannes to be a juror for this.
All right.
Well, turns out last weekend, instead, he went to Hawaii with Kendall Jenner. And so the foot injury probably isn't that big of a deal. He just didn't want to be a juror at Cannes. So, up to you two. Would you rather go to Cannes and be a juror and judge some of the best film in the world and be on this stage and go to the French Riviera, or go to Hawaii with Kendall Jenner?
Well, you know my answer.
Yeah, I mean, the South of France is beautiful.
So is Kendall Jenner.
The French Riviera, she ain't my speed. But but the French Riviera sounds good, and I would be up for seeing some good movies.
To be the judge of them, too.
To be the judge, exactly. And some good movies come out of Cannes now. Honora came out of Cannes, won the Palme d'Or. By the way, my movie theaters out in Palm Desert were called Cinemas Palme d'Or, named after the award.
And Palme d'Or is like the best picture of that film festival.
Exactly.
But I think it's an interesting choice from Jacob. Maybe he's taking the Timothée Chalamet route, going into the Jenner family, maybe not going the same route as some people might want him to take.
Right,
which
exactly.
would be the prestigious Cannes. I would have gone to Cannes.
I would have gone to Cannes.
But Kendall Jenner's pretty great, I guess.
Yeah. All right, coverage and content of the 2026 NBA playoffs on ESPN LA is presented by Pechanga Resort Casino. Tune into the Western Conference Finals Game 2 tonight, starting at 5:30 on ESPN LA 710 or on the ESPN LA app in crystal clear digital audio. Play your perfect combination at Pechanga Resort Casino. Visit Pechanga.com for more information. BC, what do you got?
Fast track.
Also happening tonight, puck drop for the Colorado Avalanche and Vegas Golden Knights, Game 1. Story out of hockey, though, coming from the Golden Knights side, happened last week when they beat the Ducks. Beat the Ducks in 6 games. After the 6th game, missed their media obligations. They just said, hey, we're not doing this.
Okay.
Came down that their head coach was fined $100,000 for this, appealed, still stayed $100,000. Also on top of this, the pulling of a second-round draft pick.
Woo.
For just missing media obligations in a playoff game, the fine I'm totally okay with. I understand. The draft pick seems a little excessive to me. What about you?
There's a little more to this story. So the NHL had suspended one of the Golden Knight players the game before this, and the Golden Knights were furious. They didn't think they deserved to be suspended. So John Tortorella, who's the coach of the Golden Knights and has been a coach on 4 or 5 other NHL teams, really good coach, but like runs on tilt, runs a little hot. Basically said, F the league. You suspended one of our best players. I'm not doing blank for you. I'm not doing media. I'm not letting my players do media. I'm not opening the locker room. And so I think, Brian, what Gary Bettman in the NHL did was, this is a terrible precedent.
Yep.
If we start letting coaches determine that they can do this, that they can shut out the media if we hand down a ruling that they don't like, then we have to nip this in the bud. So I think that's why they took the draft pick away, because they wanted to make it clear that if another coach did this, they're not going to tolerate it.
Right.
Now compare that to the Clippers circumventing the salary cap and the NBA doing absolutely nothing about it. And if you ask the NBA, they would say, well, it's not that we've done nothing. We're just not done with our investigation. Well, if they don't do anything between now and July 1st, which is like in 5 weeks, why wouldn't I, if I was an NBA owner, circumvent the salary cap? There's no consequences to it.
I'm pro circumvention.
And
if
so
they can do it, we can do it.
I think that's why they threw the book at the Golden Knights, is because they don't want other teams doing
this. It's also really bad for the sport. I mean,
Right.
you just wrapped up a big series.
And by the way, that was after the game you're talking about, Brian, was the clincher. It
Yeah, they
eliminated
moved on.
the Ducks, and they were moving on to the Western Conference
Think about
Finals.
it in NBA terms. Could you imagine an NBA team, after winning a series, not meeting the media? That is so bad for the league and such a bad look. I understand.
Yeah.
And by the way, they've appealed. Appeal already denied.
Yeah,
Right, upheld.
They're not winning that appeal. And as a matter of fact, if Tortorella did this again, like if he like basically doubled down on this, I think they'd suspend him.
Yeah.
I think they'd pull him off the bench.
Let me actually, I want to mention something real quick. The Mason Plus podcast is on right now. It has got Gary Vitti.
I'm going to listen to this tonight on the plane.
Longtime athletic trainer of the Los Angeles Lakers, and we get into all kinds of stories. It's going bonkers. Everybody's following this thing. So it's on YouTube. Just go to YouTube, search Mason Plus, spell out the word plus, or go to Apple and Spotify. We talk Kobe. We talk Shaq. We talk Magic and Kareem and Pat and Phil and Jerry and everybody. So go check that out. Again, search Mason Plus, spell out the word on YouTube. It's on the ESPNL YouTube channel, and it's also on Apple and Spotify. So Sean McVay, is this from the Road Trippin' show again?
Bussin' with the Boys.
Bussin' with the Boys. So Sean McVay was on Bussin' with the Boys, and I want you to listen to what he says about Jared Goff and the Jared Goff trade.
I'm super sensitive to what an amateur I was with the Goff situation, trading him. When you say, well, why do you say that? You want to talk about lack of courage, lack of clarity, lack of ability to be able to look somebody in the eye that you've had a lot of really cool experiences with and tell them, hey, not easy to say, but we might explore an opportunity to acquire Matthew Stafford and you'll be a part of a trade there. But instead, it's like, you kind of get frustrated and it was more really about me than it was ever him in terms of like, I had a lot of things that I needed to be able to work through, and I didn't handle that the right way. And I'm not saying that we wouldn't have made the decision, but the handling of it was exactly the antithesis of how I would hope to handle things moving forward.
Is that not interesting? He would do it differently if it came down today.
So fast forward to a report this morning that the A.J. Brown to the Rams is not dead.
Oh.
That they are still considering doing that. And I think that Shawn probably goes to Davante Adams and says, hey, just to let you know, I want you to hear this from me. A.J. Brown's 5 years younger than you.
Yep.
And we might make a deal. And if we did, you would be in the deal. And I saw a couple of different people talking about this morning. And I think A.J. Brown's getting traded.
Yep.
I don't necessarily think he's getting traded to the Rams. He could. But I think you heard how Shawn dealt with that. That's why they were proactive with Davante. And this came out maybe a month ago. When this first came up, they went right to him and said, hey, you're going to hear this from us. We're exploring an A.J. Brown trade.
I would much rather hear it from them.
Yeah.
Than
right.
hear it on Twitter.
And I think that's just being a good leader, is being upfront and treating these people like, one, it's their livelihood. And two, that they are man enough to take it. They trust you, that they can trust what you're saying.
Yeah, I think that's. By the way, in both the clip yesterday and the clip today, and his appearance on you're hearing a very self-reflected Shawn. Like he's really reflecting on what's gone down. Whether it be the thing with Jared Goff and the way that trade happened, whether it be how he thought about quitting after the 5-12 season. He's been very honest and kind of self-revelatory on that particular show, which I need to listen to all of it because I've only heard 2 clips.
And hopefully he has learned from his mistakes from that season and won't let this season repeat. Because the last time the Rams had a lot of primetime games was that season. Last time Rams had this much of
year?
Had this much expectations going to the season, 5-12 season. So maybe he's competing with his own narrative of, let me not repeat those same mistakes again.
I saw a Vegas line, all the Rams games and like the early lines on them. They're underdogs in one game. One game.
Play the Eagles, they play the Bills,
Wait a minute. Is it for the whole season?
Yep, they're favored in every single game except one.
I'll say at Seattle on
Seattle
Christmas.
is right. They're 1.5 dogs.
Is the Christmas game here or there?
It's in Seattle.
In Seattle. Yeah.
We have the one game. The final game of the year here at SoFi against Seattle.
Yeah, they put the Seahawks are 2 of their last 4 games are against the Seahawks.
That happened this year too, right? The Seahawks were in the last couple of games, and now both meetings with the Seahawks are late. That's the NFL playing schedule games, right?
Yeah.
They know those are going to be like high-profile games.
Right. They used to do that with the 49ers a lot too, where they'd have them both at the end of the year. It's NFL knows what it's doing.
Yeah, they definitely do. All right, coming up next for you, last game in the Padres series tonight. What should we expect with Shohei on the mound, and what should we expect tonight in Western Conference Finals Game 2 with Wemby on the floor? Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
ESPN LA may sound one way on AM.
But you know where it sounds best?
You guessed it, crystal clear digital audio.
crystal clear digital audio on the all-new ESPN LA app.
Just search ESPN LA wherever you get your apps.
And you can always watch LA's mega sports station live or on demand on our YouTube channel at ESPN Los Angeles.
I'm going to Morongo to win a new pontoon boat. I wonder if they'll let me back the trailer up and test it in the Oasis pool. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
We're giving away a Manitou Cruise pontoon boat. Be here May 31st, 10 p.m. to win.
Number 2.
Rewards members get a free nautical keychain Memorial Day while supplies last.
And the number 1 reason.
Happy hour at Mosen. Half-price drinks, Monday through Thursday, 2 to 5 p.m., Friday, noon to 5 p.m.
Morongo, good times.
When it's game time, there's no room for hesitation, and you better believe GM John Good will make you a great deal at George Chevrolet. Whether you're rolling in a power-packed Silverado, loading up the family in a spacious Chevy Traverse, or going all electric, John Good has the great deal you want at George Chevrolet. Amazing pricing, zero pressure, and the next level Chevy vehicles you want are at George Chevrolet, conveniently located off the 91 at Lakewood in Bellflower. Or shop at georgechevy.com. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
Memorial Day weekend checklist. Sunscreen, check. Snacks, check. Road trip playlist, check. Now, when's the last time you checked your oil? Before you hit the road, head to Valvoline Instant Oil Change for a fast 15-minute stay-in-your-car oil change, and no appointment is ever needed. Plus, they'll check your fluids, battery, wipers, and more, so you can worry less about your car and focus more on the weekend ahead. Visit SoCalOilChange.com for a special offer and your nearest location. Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Quick, easy, and road trip approved.
Prizes, flyaways, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting ESPNLAcontests.com.
That's ESPNLAcontests.com.
Call Jacob.
Hey, it's Mace. And I'm Ireland.
You already know how to count. You already know who to call. Simple counting pattern that lands on Jacob every time. 800-345-6789.
So basically, if you can count to 9, you can count on Jacob. 800-345-6789.
Accident or injury, call Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob. 1-800-345-6789. Call Jacob.
It's Rich Eisen for Pella Windows and Doors. Sometimes teams take a timeout to regroup and call the right play. When it comes to your home, Pella Windows and Doors always has the winning game plan. They do it every day, and that's why your neighbors trust them. Visit Pella.com/Eisen today. Right now, Pella Windows and Doors of Los Angeles is offering up to 25% off windows and doors and 0% financing for 24 months. Some restrictions may apply. See store for details. Offer ends May 31st, 2026.
Harry Douglas here. Let me ask you something. What if you can enjoy the taste of a cocktail, the warmth of a spirit, and still stay fully in control? That's RK Zero Proof, a pioneer in the alcohol-free spirits category. RK delivers bold flavor and a real warming sensation with zero alcohol, zero sugar, zero carbs, and zero calories. Perfect for nights out, social gatherings, or anytime you want the experience of a drink without sacrificing tomorrow. Check it out at rkbeverages.com. That's ARKAY beverages.com. RK, all the flavor, none of the alcohol.
Hi, this is Matthew Stafford of your Los Angeles Rams. This is Mason in Ireland on your home of Rams football, 710 ESPN.
It is Cher's 80th birthday. And, John, would you have an 80th birthday party?
I don't think so.
Would you celebrate? I celebrated my 60th birthday. I'm not sure if I would do a 70th birthday party.
I feel like all round numbers deserve a birthday.
You know.
Yeah.
A big one.
A big one, yeah.
Yeah, all round numbers deserve a big one.
Yeah, I think Cher's having a difficult day trying to reconcile being 80. Like that's amazing.
She's not 80, she's Cher.
She's Cher. There you go. So, John, you came across a story about Aaron Rai, who just won the PGA Championship. And
Really interesting.
And he's got covers on his irons. Describe that.
Okay, so most people have covers for their woods.
Yep.
And amateur golfers, some people don't even cover their woods. If you play a lot, like I play a lot, I have head covers for my woods, but I don't know anyone who has head covers for their irons.
Mm-hmm.
But Aaron Rai, who just won his first major, the PGA, he's from England. grew up in a household that didn't have a lot of money. And his dad, when he was 11 or 12 years old, bought him a really nice, expensive set of Titleist golf clubs. And his dad explained to him, he goes, hey, we really don't have the money for these, but we're going to do it because we think you have a future in this sport.
Right.
And I need you to take care of these. And he said it got to the point where after he played around, he was so nervous about damaging the clubs that he just kept covers on the irons. And then when he got home, his dad would take a pin and clean the grooves with baby oil and then put the covers back on. And so Rye, he's now in his 30s, says, it's just always been part of my routine. And I know I get clubs for free now and I don't have to pay for them, but I'm never going to not use the iron covers. It's just, it reminds me to be thankful for what I have.
Yeah, that's nice.
And I thought, good for him.
Yeah.
And taking care of what you have, too.
The other thing he does.
Valuing it, yeah.
The other thing he does is he was so nervous when he grew up in England where it can rain a lot. And he was so nervous about losing the clubs, like when it rained or like the grip coming out of his hands, that he started wearing 2 black rain gloves in case it rained because he wanted to have a firm grip. Now he wears 2 black rain gloves even if there's no rain.
Wow.
He's the only guy on tour that wears Tommy Armour used to do it, but he's not on tour anymore. So Aaron Rye's the only guy that wears 2 black gloves and has iron covers, and now he just won his first major.
Right. That's amazing.
So good for him.
Is this a flash of the pan for him, or do you think he can?
No, I think he's going around, and apparently he's like one of the most well-liked guys on tour. They love,
that's cool.
Like everybody loves him.
Yeah.
So,
I think that does come from, I come from a working class family, and I think that's one of the things is you learn to respect money and you learn to respect what you possess, what you own. And one thing that just drives me crazy is the wasting of money, because the value of it is unbelievable, and I see people spending
okay, so this is interesting.
Yeah.
I hope you don't mind me. I don't think you will.
No, I don't care.
You just told me a story off the air that you and Juan are debating. You're having a disagreement over whether you should fly business class or coach.
Yes.
You're the one, you're me in this argument. You want to fly business, which is what I would want to do.
Yes.
But Juan, I'm assuming to save money, wants to fly coach.
That is correct.
But you're arguing against the position you just stated.
Well, on for a 5-hour flight, I think.
Wait, there's your compromise. Say, how about we fly business class to New York and we'll fly coach back and forth to Phoenix?
That's a good idea. That's a good idea.
Then you're showing you're not dismissive of his concerns.
But I want to try business class. The only time I've ever been in business class was years ago when we went to Europe, and we used all of our miles to have a lay flat seat when we went to Europe. But we never get to do it. Like I told you, I was interested in the prop plane, even though it was more expensive on that JSX thing to go to Phoenix. I think that I deserve business class at this point in my life. This is what Juan doesn't understand.
I will quote from White Lotus season 3. At this age, I don't want to feel uncomfortable at this age. What's the line of it again?
I
don't wish to be inconvenienced at this age.
I need to look it up.
Yeah,
we're butchering it.
But I know exactly. You're talking about Parker Posey.
At this age, I'm not meant to live an uncomfortable life.
There you go. That's exactly. I'm at that age now. All right. So tonight, John, a lot going on. It is a great television sports night because on one channel, you're going to have Wemby. Actually, it starts a little bit early, so you can catch Wemby early in Game 2 versus Shea and OKC. Then... No what?
Dodger game's an hour earlier tonight. They go off at the same time. The Dodger game last night was at 6:40. Tonight it's at 5:40.
5:40?
And the NBA game tips at 5:42.
Oh, damn it.
You got to get 2 screens going tonight.
You got to get 2.
iPad TV.
Crank up the iPad. Shohei pitching. Shohei hitting, by the way, also tonight.
So what gets the iPad? What gets the TV?
Tough question. I think that the Dodgers get the iPad to start.
Yeah,
I want to see
and they'll take
full-size
longer.
Wemby.
The baseball game will take longer than the basketball game.
I think the baseball game might still. Well, they're fast now, but maybe it's still going on while when the NBA game ends. By the way, I think that I'll take the Thunder to win tonight.
Do they cover, though? It's up to 7.5 now.
7.5.
Yeah. Do they cover? What's the right side of that bet?
And how much do you want?
I'm just going to go 5,000 mythical dollars on the Spurs plus 7.5.
You're going to take the points.
I think it's going to be a close game.
I do too.
I
think that's the right side.
Nobody's going to roll anybody tonight.
I agree with you.
But I do think Shea has a much better game, and I think Chet Holmgren has to have a better game.
I think
yeah.
Wemby,
and they have to win. So, there's a lot of pressure on him.
I think Wemby might be, a little spent because the whole season he had not a true limits restriction, but they did limit his playing during the regular season. So with the double overtime, I could see him either them restricting the amount of minutes he's playing today or him being exhausted.
Yeah, what's interesting, John, I mean, it's the youngest team to get to the finals in a very long time, maybe the youngest ever, but they all played 45 minutes the other night, their entire starting lineup.
Wemby played more than 50,
He
didn't
played
he?
48,
Oh, did he?
think. And everybody else played at least 44, 45 minutes. Does that take a toll on one day off in between, or are they so young it doesn't matter?
I think if they're so young, it doesn't matter. But maybe for some older, maybe Caruso won't be as fresh.
Yeah, Wemby 49 minutes.
49 minutes.
And then,
most he's ever played in a game.
Devin Vassell had 51 minutes. He had the most minutes on the Spurs.
Wow. Yeah, that's a lot of minutes. But again, one of the youngest teams, right? One of the youngest teams in conference finals history.
Is
it the youngest?
The lineup the Spurs started was the youngest lineup in the history of the conference finals.
I'm hearing in my ear from disembodied voice, the average age is what? 22 years old?
Yeah, it's like 22.3.
That's insane.
It's the voice of God back there.
Yeah, Jonathan's back there. Jonathan can talk in my ear. All right, coming up next for you is Game of Games. It is Brian Cohen's game today, and M is
Emily's
having
been
her
rolling.
a month.
Yeah, I got to come back today.
So we will do some Game of Games coming up next for you. Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN.
And now from Good Karma Brands, here is Sam Pines.
Hi, this is Sam Pines, partner at Good Karma Brands in ESPN LA. Yeah, those 4 letters matter, ESPN. And the first one is the most important, entertainment. That's our goal. And here in LA, we've got iconic voices in championship teams to talk about every day. We're an independent company, and our founder, Craig Karmazin, has kept us hyper-focused on 3 things that matter: the fans, our advertising partners, and our teammates. Whether it's a great breakdown of last night's game, figuring out who has to pay up on a bet, or something fun on social, we want you to enjoy it. So no matter where you're listening, on 7:10 a.m., the ESPN LA app, TuneIn, iHeart, Odyssey, or watching on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles, thanks for being part of this with us. You're not just listening to the story, you're part of it. ESPN LA, LA's mega sports station.
Hey guys, the regular season is wrapped and the NBA playoffs are finally here, and there's no better way to cash in on the high-flying hoops action than Prize Picks, a preferred partner of the NBA. Every bucket, every dime, and every win means more when you're playing on Prize Picks. So don't pass up your next shot with Prize Picks and get $50 instantly in lineups when you play your first $5. And right now, it's the Do It Live 2026 NBA Finals Sweepstakes. Pick live squares during NBA playoff games, and you can win a trip for 2 to the NBA Finals. To enter, you just make a $5 lineup with at least one live NBA player pick during any part of the 2026 NBA playoffs. Live player picks are picks made after a game is already in progress. So do this. Download the Prize Picks app today and use the code CAPPY, K-A-P-P-Y, to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code CAPPY, K-A-P-P-Y, to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, a preferred partner of the NBA.
Evan Cohen here. Game day brings the excitement. Your stay should feel just as memorable. With Marriott Bonvoy, official hotel partner of the NCAA and U.S. Soccer, you're connected to a portfolio of brands designed for how you travel. Some offer complimentary breakfast, others give you room to spread out, space to stay productive, or extended stay comforts. So whether you're a traveling fan or part of the team, Marriott Bonvoy celebrates the moments that live on before and after the game. Marriott Bonvoy, where game day checks in.
Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea just got harder with Twisted Tea Extreme. The hard iced tea taste you know and love, but with an 8% kick of alcohol. Twisted Tea Extreme is made with real brewed tea, goes down smooth, and brings your daytime drinking to the next level. Just look for the bright yellow cans in the cooler and get ready to dial up the fun. Big flavor, extreme kick. Twisted Tea Extreme. Keep it twisted!
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
And it is time on Mason and Ireland for the final segment. The final segment of the show, always Game of Games time, presented by the one and only Jacob Emrani.
Call Jacob.
Call Jacob.com. And yes, that new telephone number, 800-345-6789. 800-345-6789.
Hi, this is Jacob Emrani.
Game of Games made possible by the law offices of Jacob Emrani. Let's do it. Game of Games time on Mason and Ireland. Take it away, Mace.
All right, here we go. It's Game of Games time. We welcome to the show one of the stars of the Blue Review.
That's right.
Every morning here on the ESPN LA YouTube
that
channel.
was fun today.
Oh, it was so fun. That was such a satisfying victory
Felt
last
like a
night.
playoff game.
It did. It did. Absolutely did. Both
What
games
an
did.
at bat for Pajes.
It was 6 times. He held off 6 pitches off of Mason Miller.
Crazy.
Incredible.
All right, so BC, you got the game today. What do we got going?
Got a little National Day game with a sports twist.
Okay.
All right, kick it off for us. Today is National Streaming Day. What was the first pro sports game to be streamed online? Was it the NHL Red Wings Rangers, MLB Yankees Rangers, or the NFL Jets Cowboys?
Emily.
NFL Jets Cowboys.
Mace.
MLB.
I'll go NHL.
I'm with John. I'm going to go NHL.
It was the Yankees Rangers.
Okay, Mace, you got that, right?
Yes, I got that.
All right, everybody else still eligible for Lucky Loser.
All right, number 2. Today is also National Rescue Dog Day. MVP Matthew Stafford has a long history of rescuing dogs.
Nice.
What was the name of the dog Kelly and him rescued the same year he was drafted?
Okay.
Marley, Kona, or Scout?
Marley,
year
Kona, or
drafted.
Scout? Mace.
Scout.
That's the only one that would have anything to do with football. So, yeah, Scout. Greg?
Marley, Kona, or Scout? I'm going to go Kona.
Emily?
When I think Sky, I think of To Kill a Mockingbird,
Kill a Mockingbird,
but I go
yeah.
Kona.
Oh, it is Marley.
Marley.
Nobody got it.
Marley and me
stole
type
it from the
stuff.
movie.
Yeah. That's kind of
Such a
I
sad
don't really like that.
Don't
I
name
like
your dog
that.
Marley because, again, dogs will eventually die, and then you're
And
going to
then
think
you're
of that
saying-
movie.
exactly.
And,
That seems a little bit off. I don't like that.
All right, BC.
All right, number 3. Today is National Be a Millionaire Day. Who had the first $1 million contract in the MLB? Was it George Brett, Nolan Ryan, or Mike Schmidt?
I don't know the answer, but Nolan Ryan's my favorite player of all time, so I'll go Nolan Ryan. Greg?
I have no clue the answer. I'm going to go Mike Schmidt.
Emily?
Schmidt.
Mace?
I will go Brett.
It was Nolan Ryan.
Nolan Ryan.
All
There
right.
you go.
Mace won, Ireland won, Greg and Emily bupkis.
We got some lucky loser. Also, I'm trying to spoil you, right?
Yeah, you can if you want
She
to.
has the lead.
I have
she
a
has
2-game lead.
She's having a really good month.
All
So-
right.
How many
Right.
left, Brian?
6 left.
Okay. What's next, BC?
All right, Friday is National Road Trip Day. According to Google AI, what is the fastest time possible to travel via car and watch a baseball game in all 30 stadiums? 51 days, 42 days, or 34 days?
Wow. So it was 51, 42, 34?
Yes.
51.
Emily?
51.
Mace?
43.
42.
42.
42, yeah.
What was the smallest one?
34.
Give me 34.
It is 34 days.
Wow.
Dang, really?
You could do
I
it a
did
lot.
that.
Yeah.
I did 16 stadiums in 17 days, and we had plenty of time.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. All right.
Okay.
All right, next one
Gotta
here.
try it one
Saturday is National Lucky Penny Day.
Mm-hmm.
What shoe brand was Penny Hardaway signed with that also birthed the Little Penny puppet?
I have a little penny doll.
Was it Nike, Converse, or Adidas?
That is a great question. Emily?
Nike.
Mace?
Adidas. I'll go Nike also.
I'm trying to think of Little Penny. I thought it was Reebok. And he said Nike,
Converse, Adidas.
I'll go Nike.
See, I thought
Greg.
it was Reebok also. I'm trying to picture the doll that's
Yeah.
up on my mantle kind of thing. I'm going to go Converse.
It's Nike.
Nike.
Okay, so
There you go.
Emily, Mace,
Dang it.
and John got it. All right,
So
Emily,
I have
can't-
0 right now,
yeah,
right?
You
Oh,
could
you're
go
alive.
lucky
Loser.
loser.
Go low.
John 3, Mace 2, Emily 1,
So
Greg
hard to
0.
get everyone
I
wrong.
thought Nike was going to be
It's
wrong.
harder than you
Oh,
think.
oh, no, I've gotten the lucky loser one time.
Okay.
Number 6 here. Sunday is National Brother Day. Hank and Tommy Aaron combined for 768 home runs, most by any brothers. Who is second with 477 home runs? Jason and Jeremy Giambi, Justin and BJ Upton, or Aaron and Brett Boone?
Mace.
I'll say the Boones.
What was the first one?
Jason and Jeremy Giambi.
Huh. Give me that one. Give me the Giambis. Great.
See, that one seems right, and I kind of want to be wrong. So who's the middle?
Justin and BJ Upton.
I'm going to go... Ooh, no, they've hit a long home run. Yeah, I'm going to go Justin and BJ Upton.
M.
Giambi.
It is Justin and BJ Upton.
Oh, I don't. The thing I didn't like about your logic there is why would he put those guys in there if they weren't the answer?
Well, that was what I thought about Converse and what I thought about some of the other ones
so
too.
Sad.
John 3, Mace 2, Emily and Greg 1 each. How many left, BC?
3 left.
Okay, I'll go first.
All right, the month of May is National Bike Month. Who was the first ever Olympic gold medalist in freestyle BMX? Everyone should know this.
Oh, yeah.
Eddie Maverick, Garrett Reynolds, or Logan Martin?
Give me Logan Martin. Mace.
It is Logan Martin.
Emily.
Maverick or whatever.
Greg.
Was there a Reynolds in there?
There was.
Yeah, I'll take that guy.
Logan Martin.
Yeah, it is Logan Martin. Everybody knows that.
Yeah, everyone knows it, obviously.
Everybody knows their BMX.
There are 2 left.
2 left, yes.
All right. Emily and Greg are both out.
Oh, that was fun.
I have 4, Mace, and you have 3.
Oh, okay. So
let's let everybody play just because we got a couple left.
Sure.
Okay, here we go.
All right, back to the streaming day. How many NFL games will be exclusively on a streaming platform this season? 31, 22, or 18?
Okay, so let's do some math here.
You said NBA or NFL?
NFL.
NFL.
So it's 31,
22, or 18.
Okay.
Exclusively streamed.
Okay, so you got 18 Amazon. You've got... I'm going to go... 31's the highest, right?
Yes.
I'll go 31, Mace.
I don't have to go yet, right?
You do not.
I'll go 31 also.
Greg?
31 only makes sense with the 18 on Amazon.
Emily?
18.
22.
Oh, we all missed
Really?
22.
There's only 4 games outside of the 18 Thursday night games?
Or maybe they're not doing a Thanksgiving game or,
Maybe.
They also
Amazon.
don't have all 18 games. They have like 15.
Oh,
there's some weeks they don't have it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got it.
So this is it.
No. He's one more, and you can catch me. You just have to go opposite of me.
Yep.
Yeah,
okay,
last
here we
one
go.
here. Back to the National Millionaire question here. With NIL in college, there are multiple millionaire athletes now in college. Who is the highest paying NIL deal currently? Arch Manning, Jeremiah Smith, or Dante Moore?
Arch Manning, Jeremiah Smith, Dante Moore. This is a great question. I'm going...
All 3 are very, very possible.
Yeah.
They're all up there, too, yeah.
I'm going to go Dante Moore. Mace, you want Jeremiah Smith or Arch Manning?
I will go Jeremiah Smith.
Should have gone Arch Manning.
Arch Manning? Really?
It's
I thought you
so
threw it in there just to
obvious.
mess around. Yeah, it was too obvious.
Right? No, he is, I think, a $7 million a year here.
Is he really?
Hit the music for John.
Oh, yeah. Sorry about that. Hang on a second.
That's the double.
Do you have a speech?
That's the double.
Again, the double.
So,
So,
did you do a tiebreaker?
Yeah, I got that.
yeah, let's do it
Throw
for
it
fun.
out there.
All right, back to the National Rescue Dog Day here. According to the U.S. Animal Shelter statistics, how many dogs were adopted from shelters in 2024?
in 2024?
Yes, in the U.S.
Boy, I have absolutely no idea.
I don't even know where to start.
Me either. Is it a million?
Yeah,
is it 1,000? Okay.
I have a number.
I would imagine there would be like thousands just in LA
right,
alone.
Greg, give me a number.
I'm going to give you 20 million. That's a lot.
Okay.
Probably way too high.
I went 222,000.
That's probably more likely.
Mace?
5.5 million.
M?
925,000.
2 million dogs rescued.
2 million dogs.
Million dogs.
Very
Very
Emily.
nice. Yeah.
Yeah, Emily wins.
My number is a bit high.
My dog
just a bit outside.
My dog Ron.
Missed it by
I may
that
have told
much.
this story. I've sure I've told this story before, but he was living with 72 other terriers with this old lady in Cabazon, and she was just throwing food on the floor for him. It was terrible. There were 92 terriers.
How'd
there.
you find
92?
Yeah,
How'd you find them?
I read a story about it. I still have the story. Read a story about it, and I'm like, I want to know where those dogs went. And they said what shelters they went to, so we went to that shelter and got one of those dogs.
Oh,
so
wow.
Ron,
Good for you.
Ron is from there.
How is Ron?
Ron is good. Ron's a weird dog. We call him the little weirdo. He is a little weirdo.
Well, you have right
weird
now,
with food.
You have Ron and Veronica.
Veronica,
right
and there will soon be a third in the fall.
Oh, there's going to be a third one.
Yeah, there'll be a third in the fall.
Well, you got to name him Champ
or
Brick.
Yeah.
Brick. Oh, exactly.
Brick.
After
Yeah.
Anchorman. Yeah, Brick's
there you
a
go. Go
great
with the
name.
Brick one.
Well,
So,
you've got a Ron and a Veronica, so that it would fits right in
It
with the
does
theme.
fit right in.
Absolutely.
So, Bergman, you were the one guy I know that said Wemby would be a bust. Your take?
It's just like you and Sedano. It's just so much all the
I
time.
remember when you did this, I couldn't understand where you were going with it because he was probably the most hyped prospect
he
of
was.
the last 30 years.
Like I can't
Since
realize.
LeBron,
I
whenever
can't-
LeBron
Yeah, I
came
can't think if I should just lean into it and
What
be like,
did you
yeah, he's
actually
bad.
say?
So I was saying that.
He said he's too skinny, he's going to get hurt.
Yes, that was exactly what it was. He's too
Okay.
skinny, and then I was making fun of him. I would just I'd keep making him
Yeah,
taller,
you, like, doubled and tripled down, yeah.
I would keep making him taller and weighing less. So
Did
it'd be
you
like
ever
he's
use-
7'5" and he's 150 pounds. He's 8'2" and 125 pounds. He's 9'10" and
Yeah.
he's
Did you
100
ever
pounds.
use the word Wemby and the word bust in the same sentence?
So I think what actually happened was that
He did.
Yeah, you did.
Sedano goes, oh, so you think he's going to bust? And I think I said it was something along the lines that if I have to choose, he's either going to be great in a Hall of Famer or a bust. I'm going to go with bust. And I'm completely wrong in that sense. I
Yeah.
wasn't saying he's going to be a bust.
Well, wait a minute. If his career tragically ended today, I don't know if he makes the Hall of Fame with just one Rookie of the Year award,
no,
one
probably not.
All-Star.
Right. No,
One
but
defensive player of the
no
year.
matter what, the guy is phenomenal.
Yeah.
Anything. Did you see the shot chart for him in the last game?
It's just ridiculous.
He had 14 under the basket and 1 at the logo.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
It was,
Yeah,
it was,
exactly.
It was
He only
amazing.
took 2 threes the entire night.
The shot at the logo was one when you heard Reggie Miller say, "Oh my goodness, he has that." You know, like he's got Steph and Bill Russell in the same body.
Right. He does everything. He's blocking shots. He's getting rebounds. Takes steps from the 3-point line to a dunk.
Right.
It's incredible.
We
what
use
this
the
man
word
can do.
iconic too much. We use it so much that iconic doesn't really mean anything.
no,
but that
it's-
shot, that logo 3 is iconic.
So when you think of that one, I think of Dame in front of Paul George.
Mm-hmm.
That was also in the conference finals, wasn't it?
Wait,
Sent him to the
but
finals.
for him, it's so far in his career, it's his signature moment. It's
Oh.
LeBron blocking Andre Iguodala
Absolutely.
in the finals. It's Kyrie hitting the shot on the other end. It's his signature
Yeah.
moment for now.
Well,
Now-
there's going to be plenty more where that came from.
Now, Bergman, are you in here for Travis and DeMarco today?
Yep, it's Wednesday, and I hang out with Travis and DeMarco.
Nice.
Or DeMarco and Travis, excuse
Oh,
me.
DeMarco
on
and
Wednesday.
Travis.
Yes,
Sorry,
DeMarco
I
and Travis.
screwed that up.
Wait,
Yeah.
I thought we swung that back the other way.
No,
I
the
have no
name
idea.
is DeMarco and Travis in the afternoons.
All right,
But Travis is there.
out of protest, I'm calling it Travis and DeMarco.
Why? What do you have against DeMarco?
What do you have against DeMarco?
No, because I think you guys unceremoniously demoted Travis for no reason. I
Travis
blame you
is-
completely.
Travis in the
I know
A
it was
chair.
Morales that did it, but I blame you. Yeah.
You can blame me for everything.
Yeah.
When there's nothing that can be fixed in here, you blame me. That's how that
Yeah.
goes.
Oh, by the way, I need this
oh,
fixed.
geez, really?
I'll tell you at the break. Game of Games is brought to you by the Call Jacob Injury Hotline. The only number LA Trust after an accident is 800-345-6789. That's 800-345-6789. Coming up next for you, Super Crosstalk with DeMarco and Travis.
Thank you.
Travis and DeMarco.
710 ESPN.
Hey, it's Greg Bergman. Have you become a part of the ESPN LA Blue Crew? Well, if you haven't, why haven't you? The Blue Review presented by LAX. Each weekday morning at 6:30 a.m. with me, Gregory Arthur Bergman, thanks, Cappy, and Marcus Grant. We're talking Dodgers baseball first thing in your day and getting you warmed up for the Sedano and Cap morning show. The Blue Review on our ESPN LA YouTube channel at ESPN Los Angeles. Weekdays at 6:30 a.m. Live and always on demand. Your home for real Dodgers talk, ESPN LA.
Collectors, Front Row Card Show is back at the Pasadena Convention Center, May 23rd and 24th.
Biggest show ever! Baseball, football, basketball, and hockey cards.
Plus Pokemon, Marvel, Star Wars, and comic books.
CSA, CGC, and JSA will be there.
So bring your cards, comics, and autographs to sell, trade,
Or get them graded. 770 tables.
thousands of dollars in free prizes.
Don't miss it.
Front Row Card Show, Pasadena Convention Center, Saturday and Sunday, May 23rd and 24th, 11 to 5.
For more info, go to frontrowcardshow.com.
That's frontrowcardshow.com.
Rams fans, D-Far here. The Rams are making history in 2026, heading to Melbourne, Australia to face the Niners. You can be there. I've teamed up with True Fan Travel to hook you up with the ultimate fan experience. Game tickets, hotels, exclusive events, even a chance to meet me all in one package. This isn't just a trip, it's a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Spots are limited. Don't wait. Visit TrueFanTravel.com right now and secure your spot. That's TrueFanTravel.com. See you there.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
Wild Fork Meat and Seafood Market is ready for Memorial Day weekend. It's got that game day energy. When your friends are pulling up, the grill is going, and everybody is hungry, you need a lineup that delivers, and that's Wild Fork Meat and Seafood. High quality meats, better prices, and everything from grilling favorites to sides. No stress, straight flavor, and listen to this. Everybody's favorite chicken wings at $2.80 a pound. Find your local SoCal store at wildforkfoods.com. Quality meat, quality prices.
ESPN AM 710 Los Angeles.
It's the greatest segment in LA sports radio history.
Oh my God. When the shows come together for magic on the radio.
It will only grow stronger. Super Crosstalk. It's time for Super Crosstalk.
So joining us right now, DeMarco and Travis.
Travis
Yeah,
DeMarco
what the hell was
joining
that,
us.
John?
And Travis.
Come on.
I'm sticking up for my
What
guy.
did you say? They unceremoniously what?
They unnecessarily demoted Travis for no reason.
He's right there. He still sits
I'm
in the same spot.
Your name come first. His name used to come first.
I have no idea. We
Right.
walked in, they flipped it,
Exactly.
no biggie. Yes.
So my strategy now that I know this is a thing, I'm going to say your name really loud and your name really soft.
That's fine. That's fine.
DeMarco!
Yeah.
Travis.
Mason in Ireland.
There you go.
As long as every Friday afternoon it's still the same, it's all good by me.
Bammo,
Call me
Bammo,
whatever you
thank
want.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Ireland just asked you off the air. We'll ask you on. There is more A.J. Brown to the Rams rumor
Just the
activity
rumor that
out
it
there.
may not be dead.
Okay.
Are you guys A.J. Brown fans, or are you more stay away?
I'm a fan because he scares the you-know-what out of me when he's on the field. Because he's
that game you worked last year in Philly or 2 years ago in Philly, he basically won that game by himself.
He's one of those, like, why aren't
Yeah.
you throwing the ball to him every time? I mean, he's big, he's a monster. The only problem that A.J. Brown has, in my opinion, is Jalen Hurts or whoever's feeding him the football. You come here, you don't have that issue.
Yeah, not an issue.
You got the world-class arm you've been looking for, and you've got an uncoverable weapon. So, of course, I'd be interested. But here's the other thing. What do you got to give up to get him?
Yeah, that's a big part of it.
Devontae Adams, likely.
Are you pro A.J. Brown or anti?
Pro.
You do.
Pro.
Even though he reads books on the sidelines.
Yeah,
and-
I
That's
think
all
is.
performative.
I
Yeah.
totally agree with DeMarco. I think that's just to try to get his point across that he was displeased with whether it was Sirianni, whether it was Hurts, whatever it was. McVay's not going to let that happen. Stafford's not going to let that happen. The Rams
Right.
don't do stuff
They
like
don't
that.
do stuff like that.
So they would nip that in the bud if it ever did start. And
He'd be
he's not going to
happy
be
here.
displeased
Yeah.
because he's going to be getting the ball from
He'd
one of the
be
best
happy
quarterbacks
here.
in the league.
Right. So
Yeah.
I guess I'll rephrase. Devontae Adams or A.J. Brown?
I'm not ready to give up on
I
Devontae.
hate to say this, but I would rather have A.J. Brown. I love Devontae Adams was great. Devontae Adams was an incredibly important part of what they did, led the league in receiving touchdowns, yada, 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 yada. I'll take A.J. Brown for one specific reason. He's a lot younger than Devontae.
How old is he?
Harder to tackle.
26, I think.
He's 26.
No, A.J. Brown's like 28.
28.
And I think Devontae's
Close
34.
enough.
Yeah, I'll take the young, both great players. Then I'll take the younger of the two.
That's a division flipping move if that happens. That's like Christian McCaffrey coming to San Fran. That changed everything.
So what do you think of Stephon Diggs as the third wide receiver for the Rams?
You know, it keeps coming up. I've been out on it because I think he brings too much of a circus to a football team.
By the way, is 33, turns 34, and AJ's 28.
DeMarco, isn't that the same thing? Rams, you're not going to get away with the stuff that you get away with elsewhere. You're going to fall in line in a strong culture.
Well, just consider this, right? What we just went through with Puka, and I think we got lucky. That was all the outside influencers trying to get into the building, and you're trying to win football games. It's almost the same thing. There's going to be drama.
Yeah.
And more of it because he's in Los Angeles.
I don't know if the need is there in the like, for instance, Brown coming in to the conversation is very likely means that Adams is out, which means that Brown's going to get the ball a lot.
Yep.
But if Diggs comes in as the 3, you still have Devontae Adams, you still have Puka, you still have that group of tight ends, you still have Kyren Williams, you still have Blake Corum. That's a lot of places.
A lot of 13 personnel.
A lot of 13. I don't know if Terrence Ferguson isn't your third wide receiver, if Colby Parkinson isn't your third wide receiver, and maybe not by designation, but by practicality. Diggs seems redundant.
You want more firepower on offense.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, put him in the 2-2 role.
Yeah, but here, I have this.
Stop.
I have the same discussion with the Butcher. And it's the Rams didn't lose games because they couldn't score.
No.
They lost games because they couldn't stop people from scoring.
Like a real butcher or somebody you call the butcher?
The meat guy.
You have a butcher?
You talk to the meat guy, don't you?
If I need something specific.
Term butcher, the only thing I remember was
Brady Bunch.
Yeah, Sam the
Sam
Butcher
the
was
Butcher
Alice's
was
baby.
He's not Sam, but he's the butcher.
Yeah.
Yes, but it's the same thing, and he's right. The Rams did not lose games because they couldn't score. It was the opposite. So
how often do you go to the butcher?
At least like 3 times a week.
What are you getting? Like steaks or tomahawks or?
This is really interesting.
No, I'm curious.
What steaks?
Because I haven't been to a butcher in a long time.
You get a better cut.
What's the pot roast cut? Because
the chuck
roast.
Yeah,
chuck roast. I want the premium chuck roast. I'll get a steak.
Yeah.
You
eat a lot of red meat.
No, the kid does.
Oh, the kid does.
Yeah, not me.
Okay.
Yeah, I cut back on the red meat. But I go talk to him. I get fish from him.
So you got to go to the fishmonger for your fish.
The monger.
Yeah,
you have a monger.
We do have a fishmonger, John's Fish Market.
Really?
Yeah. When you want something, it's supposed. Look, you can go to Albertsons and get your thing, and it's totally fine. But if you want something a little elevated, you go to the fish market.
I worry about fish markets.
Why?
I walk in and I'm just overwhelmed by the
there's a lot of fish in
of
there.
Fish.
Yeah, there's a lot of fish in the fish market.
And I don't know if anybody understands this. I don't like fishy tasting fish.
I understand what you mean.
I don't like fishy fish.
You will get less fishy fish from the fishmonger than you will from the grocery store.
Elsewhere.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, so tonight we get Game 2, Spurs Thunder.
Ooh.
Okay. Here's a stunning statistic if you're curious just how impactful Wemby is when he's on the court. When he was on the court the other night, the Oklahoma City Thunder, the team with the best record in the NBA and the number 1 offense in the NBA, shot 39% from the field when Wemby was on the court. When he was off the court, and he was only off the court for 10 minutes, they shot 57%.
Damn.
That's tough. Because you know what he does? Michael has a great term for this. Wemby maybe is the all-time, definitely the current leader, but maybe the all-time leader in neverminds. And I went to Michael. I said, what's a nevermind? He goes, when you drive the ball in toward the basket and you think you're going to dunk it or lay it up and you see Wemby, you go, never mind. Never mind. Yeah. That's not a stat.
Yep.
But it's a thing.
Sure it is.
Sure. Michael's right. He's probably the number 1 never mind guy.
No
ever.
question. No question. So when you set that up, I thought you were going to say tonight, Wembanyama Game 2, and I'll ask you this, Mace.
Yep.
Wembanyama Game 2, coming off of what we saw in Game 1, one of the great NBA games in a very long time.
Right.
Or Ohtani double duty against the Padres because they're on at the same time.
Well, I have a TV iPad situation.
Yep. What's on the bigger screen?
I want to see Wemby full size.
You need the big screen for Wemby just so it fits.
I would go Wemby full screen and iPad for Shohei.
This is the first time ever that Shohei gets the phone.
Yeah.
It's the first time.
But you're not going to not watch.
I'm going to watch it.
He just gets the small screen.
That it's the playoffs and it's Wemby and Shohei gets the phone.
And Shohei's hitting tonight.
I know.
Too.
I know.
I'm glad they're doing that. I mean, I think they're sort of picking their spots with him, and I think it makes a ton of sense. Although I think he's going to win the Cy Young Award. I just wouldn't put anything by this guy. He's allowed like 4 runs all year long.
What does that do to you if he does? That's my only concern.
What do you mean?
What does that do to the team for him pursuing that? What does that do to the Dodgers?
He's starting to hit a little bit.
He is.
He's not going to hit 50 home runs this year.
No, he might not hit 30.
He may not hit 30.
But I think he will win the Cy Young if he continues to pitch the way that he has, which is a duh statement. But we're only about a third of the way home. So there's a long way to go, and doing the double duty is going to take its toll. Skeens doesn't have to do double duty. Christopher Sanchez doesn't have to do double duty, and I think you're seeing it on the offensive side, where he's obviously not the offensive player he was the last couple of years. And I wonder if you don't start to see the backflow into the pitching at some point. It feels inevitable, and his margins for on the mound are much different than Skeens and Christopher Sanchez and Chris Sale and those guys, because he's going to have about 10 fewer starts than those guys.
Right.
So if he kicks the same amount of starts, let's say he has 3 bad ones and Skeens has 3 bad ones, in a 25 start season, that looks way worse than in a 35 start season.
True.
So his margins are much more narrow.
Yeah. By the way, last night, what's it take to since you played baseball, what's it take to hang in on an at bat the way Andy Pages
I don't
did
know what the hell that was.
What? I mean, how is that even?
You saw what Freddie said.
Yeah, he said it was one of the greatest bats he's ever seen in person in his life.
In his life.
In his life.
Did a guy ever foul off 6 consecutive pitches on you?
Oh, sure. Yeah. I mean, that'll happen once in a while, but it was not for the same reason that Pages did last night. I didn't have the ability to put anybody away. Right? Like what
was your out pitch?
A curveball. But I couldn't throw the ball by anybody, really, and certainly not in college, but I could not put guys away. I didn't strike out very many guys. So there was a lot of soft contact. There was a lot of foul balls. I had a whole bunch of 10, 11, 12 pitch at bats.
Yeah.
What's
the difference between a slider and a sweeper?
I don't know.
I don't know either. They say sweeper now. I never heard of a sweeper 5 years ago.
No, I don't think
there wasn't a
sweeper. The cutter, all of that stuff it's new terminology. It's a slider.
It's a slider. Yeah, that's exactly right.
Yeah. Sweeper.
It's a slider. The sweepers. It sounds cool.
What do they call? Cool. They call Skeens has got the splinker.
The splinker.
It's half split, half sinker. It's a splinker.
Wow.
Yeah.
By the way, the other guy that's having an unbelievable. It's going to be one of the best Cy Young chases in history, because the other guy is Jacob Mizorowski.
Oh, he's been great, too.
Who's been great.
And the other dude from Atlanta, Bryce Elder or something. I think it's Bryce Elder.
Bryce Elder?
Elder has had a fantastic first
Sale's off to a good start, too.
Yeah, no, there's a bunch of guys.
Yeah,
Ohtani's got some real competition. Now, you've been asking this since we started having the spring training conversation. Does the fact that he's a two-way push some guys towards him if it comes to the voting? Like, let's say Skeens, Mizorowski, Sale, Sanchez, Ohtani, they're all kind of sort of similar. Do you give it to Ohtani because of the added workload that has nothing to do with pitching, but it's a degree of difficulty that those other guys don't have to factor in?
Maybe not fair, but I think that would be in my head if I had a vote for the Cy Young Award.
You should get points if it's close.
Absolutely.
I mean, it literally has nothing to do with his pitching, but it has a lot to do with his pitching.
Yeah, it does.
But that was a Travis and DeMarco take.
Yeah.
Different now. Change that.
Yeah, by the way, if this is, I don't know if you know this or not, but coming up next is DeMarco and Travis.
Travis and DeMarco.
Yeah. That is coming up next for you. We're back tomorrow at noon. Bergman's going to hang out with you, too.
Yes, he is.
A little blue review action. Mason and Ireland in the books for today. See you tomorrow, 7:10 ESPN.
And it is the 15-minute mark right here on 710 ESPN.